Là, normalement, c'est lancé. Ouais. Merci.
Ok. Oh hé, oh hé. Habitant de Bagdad.
This is now the second time we've seen the world run.
Ah!
Dis-moi, j'ai une petite question
Oui.
à te demander. Dans la boutique là,
Ouais.
tu achèterais quoi pour toi?
Marshmallow.
Ouais.
Marshmallow. C'est tout.
C'est tout?
Ouais, c'est tout.
Pas la guerrière du mondial.
Ah, si, en vrai, si, la guerre du mondial, si.
Ok. Le poiscaille. Tu l'achèterais ou pas le poiscaille? Je sais pas parce que j'ai 1460 V-Bucks et je sais pas quoi acheter. J'hésite pour Marshmallow mais il me manque 40 V-Bucks en fait. Sinon je l'aurais pris tout de suite. Mais il me manque 40 V-Bucks. Et ça c'est dommage. Oh, sinon il y a ça dedans. Bon bah tu sais quoi, je vais acheter la guerrière du mondial. Elle me fait grave envie. Elle est trop stylée. Allez. Elle est trop belle, la cochonasse.
Ouais, bah. Allons-y. Pour ça, il faut que je fasse des lives genre plus souvent, comme ça attire plus de gens, mais... Voilà quoi.
Je pense, ouais. Ça serait pas mal. Je pense que c'est une bonne idée.
Oui.
Là, tu l'as lancé là de ton live.
Bah ouais.
Ok, ok.
Tu peux me dire si le son, tout ça, ça marche?
Attends. Sur mon téléphone. Abonnement. Live Fortnite, on regarde la World Cup. Ouais. Alors. À la limite, peut-être le son du jeu un peu plus fort, j'aurais dit, parce que je suis à fond et j'entends pas grand chose.
Un peu plus fort le truc?
Attends, j'enlève mon casque, je te dis.
Vas-y. Tu me dis. Salut Quentin, salut toi, bienvenue. Hop. Tu me dis en vrai. Attack. Attack.
Like send one person to each thing and just like, very quickly grab all four, and then as a squad go up, right, so that you have more chances going through every single challenge. Obviously depends.
Ouais, moi j'aurais dit peut-être le son du jeu un petit peu plus fort, mais surtout pas les voix parce que ma voix on l'entend ultra fort.
Ok. Alors attends. Ah, par contre, ça va être casse-couille quoi. Volume de la discussion vocale. On va mettre comme ça.
He waits here for Precision to get across, and then once he gets across, he can start triggering the trap. He's gonna opt to say, look, you know what, let's just go.
Après le but c'est pas d'entendre les commentateurs. Donc,
ah bah comme tu veux, moi je suis un peu comme ça.
ouais. Non, c'est à 21h55 là, je sais pas ce que ça fait là.
Ils doivent prendre un peu de retard pour le créatif.
Oh my god, oh my god. Commentateur de merde. Aïe.
Suzu putting everyone in his fishbowl, saying, "Don't worry, fam, I've got this." Jump down, first trap, second trap, pop across, take a step back, nice.
Nice.
Someone else there. Suzu's there with him. This is huge though. If Suzu's
en gros, c'est un death run quoi. C'est une course death run.
Ouais, c'est ça le créatif.
Il a du mal. Il a du mal avec le pad.
Ouais, sinon ton live c'est bon.
Ouais, bah tranquille.
Parfait, parfait ton live.
Ça bug pas. Tant mieux. Pouvoir de la 4G. You know, the first game.
Now look, Sunshine Soldiers, they're already at the 28-point mark. So are Raven's Revenge, but Fishman right behind them. Everyone else is tied right around 25 points. Oh, and look, they actually sent
Putain, imagine mec, genre au moins c'est 20 viewers, moi ça me suffit. 20 viewers, mec, je suis trop refait. Hein. Trop refait du cul et...
Attends, je vais ouvrir ton live. Mon téléphone comme ça je peux voir.
The record of the map by Fishfam has gone past. That was 5 minutes and some. And we're now down to 5 minutes left total. Magma making sure that he makes this jump. He doesn't want to waste time. I think he might have the confidence here. Just got to bounce off the wall. No. Short. Not yet all the way through. If he can do this, he is clinching himself that Silver Llama.
Stewart, okay. Yeah, these momentum jumps, very difficult, or neo jumps as they're also called. You gotta be really precise, really, I mean, you have to be very calculated with every single one. You got Chappie over here.
Putain, la qualité éclatée sur Xbox, enfin je sais pas pour toi, mais moi là... Oh, c'est des pixels que je vois.
Ah non, ça va, ouais. C'est, je sais pas comment c'est sur le live, mais...
Moi pas du tout, j'arrive même pas à reconnaître les gens avec leur tête et tout, tellement que c'est pixelisé quoi.
Après tu peux toujours regarder sur Twitch hein.
Ma connexion me le permet pas.
Ouais mais tu sais tu mets le truc en auto, ça te le fait tout seul. Je vais aller voir.
Whip your camera in the direction you want to start moving. Clytex is doing the opposite. He's actually
salut Maxou. Il y a Maxou sur le live.
Abilities, just like his keys to get him where he needs to go, not even touching his camera at all. Two different ways to approach it. They're both about the same. It just depends on which one you're more comfortable with. Magma here. It's in a good spot.
4 spectateurs.
Great ricochet there. All right, just take it easy. Nice. All right,
almost. Tires?
He's going for it.
Yes?
He's going for it. Could he be the first one? No, Sunshine Soldiers have actually already done it with a 623. And Raven's Revenge there with the 636.
Yes.
So Sunshine Soldiers sneakily got it, but still a great time from them. Don't forget the first round, they were the only ones at 29 points.
What a close race, though. All 4 teams who were up there on the leap of faith have now completed it. Cuddle Crew still need one more coin to actually finish the entire thing. Clytex feeling a little bit of pressure. He needs to start supporting his teammates. And then the Llama Record Company sitting at 27 right now. I think this is one of the first times we've seen them towards this double jeopardy, towards closer and closer, edging their way at the leap of faith. The Cuddle Crew have completed, meanwhile, just past 7 minutes. So the standings right now are shaking up with all of these teams being so close together. Can't wait to see where it is.
Ouais, bon, les mecs, c'est 22h quoi.
Every single placement here matters. Chicken Champions, Funky Fighters, Little Whip Warriors, and the Llama Record Company all at 27. Who is going to come out on top in this four-way race?
And don't forget, this really does make a difference, right? They're all competing for prize money, so being able to come out ahead of another team, that's going to secure you more of that pot. So they have
De
to
base à
be
22h, ça commence.
careful, right? They have the 2 minutes left, but man, to see all these other teams, 4 of them already get that third point.
Ouais, il y a ma soeur sur le live quoi.
You know, we saw that first game, it was like, oh man, Ravens Revenge, you only win at 29 points, everyone else is not even close. Second game, the story is Fish Fam and Funky Fighters. Now, we've got 4 teams that have gotten that 30th point. Insane, especially how close.
Les gars, mettez des pouces bleus. Mettez des pouces bleus.
All that could mean a huge amount when we look at the standings at the end of the match. But meanwhile, nobody yet up to that leap of faith. Oh, actually, Kuto.
Oh, a
We saw him finish the game last time for the Funky Fighters. See if he can do it again. He's got 1 minute and 15 seconds to do it. Came in second, just behind the Fish Fam. And they're record-breaking run. Can he do it now? All pressure on him.
Ouais, ils ont pris vraiment du gros retard à la fin. C'est...
Ah,
il y a un joueur manette.
Again, just more shots you can take at the leap of faith, the better, right? The more chances you have of securing that 30th point.
So many teams are approaching this leap of faith now. You can see in the background, there's at least 3 teams up here total.
Non, du
Could
tout.
be also some players who have not yet finished the map from the other teams. As Chappie sits there, Chicken Champions making their approach. One Rick Carrero. If you do this last one, you are going to beat out the Funky Fighters. And that could mean huge placement in terms of the prizing at the end of this. 30 seconds to go.
All right, wait, he's made it. Okay, looking down. Okay, it's fine. Small jump.
Got it. Last
jump, and
he's got the coin too.
There you go.
So the Funky Fighters finish up ahead of the Chicken Champions. Carrera is going to fall shy. But at 29 coins and 5 seconds remaining, I think that's going to be the end there for this. These are the standings as they are. The Chicken Champions come out there. And what an amazing run it was.
Wow, 6 teams.
Normalement, là, on va pas se retrouver.
Themselves the 30th point. Night and day situation coming out of that first world run. We got to witness, but look, smiles all around.
Normalement.
Again, in case you're just tuning in, welcome to the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals. These are the very best of the best
Il y a un
from
gosse.
the creative side of Fortnite. And they're all joined here by their team captains.
Ah, ça y est, problème qui se lance, je crois.
And these games have not disappointed. The world run, honestly, I take it all back. I thought we weren't going to see a 30th point. I'm a liar. I don't know what I'm talking about. Nope. They smashed it.
These guys are the best of the best. Fish Fam, Ravens Revenge. These guys showed up hard on this world run. Absolutely incredible performances. 2-time finishers all the way through.
Salut tout le monde, mettez pouce bleu pour le live.
Ravens Revenge, that first one, and then getting second again, could mean that they are in contention for that first place here in this set.
Yeah, I mean, so Raven had plenty of 29s, right? They came in second, I think, just about every game except that last one. You got Fish Fam. They had the fastest time of 5.5.
Est-ce que tu pourrais nous traduire s'il te plaît?
Alors là, il est en train de dire qu'il va manger un petit kebab. Après, il va aller prendre sa douche. Ah, là, il parle de son divorce. Et là, il dit qu'on va passer au Pro AM. Lui, il se fout de sa gueule. Je comprends rien à l'anglais, moi. Je m'emballe.
The crowd was feeling it too when you made it towards that last one, when they finally made it through that last tire, or making their bounce all the way through, just like flying through the sky for that last coin. Felt good. It's got to feel good for these guys.
Yeah, and I think too, being able to just like key in on different players, right? It wasn't like it was for Turtle. We saw in that first run was dumbstering everybody else. Then it was like next game there was different people that were really showing up. Even that last game, right? Scissors, the straight back-to-back just crushed 3 or 4 obstacles in a row. It was insane. But for now, let's go ahead and send it over onto the deck with Pookie Face. She's standing by with the Sunshine Soldiers. So Pooks, what you got?
Hello, Zeke. I am down here with the Sunshine soldiers, they're the most adorable team in my opinion. They are coming from all corners of the globe. They've come here to compete today. Now, so far, you guys have, you know, there have been a couple of struggles, but the day isn't over. We still have the remix coming up, so keep that in mind. Do you guys have a new strategy going into the remix?
That's top secret. Hidden information.
Information.
JP Morgan. Ah mais oui, c'est vrai, c'est un stade de tennis.
What has it been like to...
I'm actually from Mexico, not Spain.
Mexico, sorry, from Mexico. What has it been like to be a captain
Arthur
of your
quoi?
team for the
Arthur
Creative
Stadium.
Cup?
Yo amo a
Arthur
estos
H
chicos, en
Stadium.
verdad creo que no puede tener mejor equipo, estoy demasiado contenta de
C'est
tenerlos
quoi,
conmigo y estoy súper feliz por la experiencia.
I feel really
je sais pas du
happy. I couldn't have a better team, and I'm super excited about this experience.
That's incredible. We love having you here. Thank you so much. And I'm going to come over here and talk to you super quickly. Now, you're one of our youngest competitors, so being here, seeing all of your idols today, that has to be exciting. You know, when you told your family that you were coming here to compete at the Fortnite Creative World Cup, what did they say?
They were just super happy.
Wow, le
and
gosse,
they're like, was really excited, and yeah.
Do you want to keep competing in these massive Fortnite events? Do you love this?
Yeah, it's really good.
Rigolo, at the end. Now, again, all of this diversity is incredible. Now, you're here just essentially to compete at this event, but not only for that, but you're representing.
So how does that feel? Is that a
lot of pressure?
Yeah, there is a lot of pressure, and it feels amazing. Even though there's the pressure, it also feels great.
Well, you guys are doing an incredible job. Best of luck to you in the remixes. Gonna throw it right back over to the casters.
Man, Hooks, you are not lying. They are adorable. They're all so
ah ouais, ça doit être dans les tribus, ça doit être haut.
Man, the Sunshine Soldiers again. Mad props to them for coming
Putain,
up
comme
with that
tu dois être perché en vrai dans les tribunes.
Set of that match there. Again, though, 6 different teams, all with 30 coins. What does that mean for the standings?
That means basically it's anybody's game.
Everybody's
that
game.
Just means anybody can take this because everybody really was pushing the pace. Everybody was making sure that they were in towards the top. It was basically shaken up from top to bottom, except maybe the top 3, right?
Yeah.
Ravens Revenge, Funky Fighters, Fish Fam, all these guys completed their runs and placed highly in the other ones. So I think that they have a good opportunity here, but still, anybody's game, just like you said.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, we have to look at things like Ravens Revenge, right? They had fast, they were 29th in their first game at 29 coins coming in first. They had a second place as well, and then they managed to get themselves to 6:36 time. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these replays that we kind of watch over the course of these games. This one specifically is coming out of the Sunshine Soldiers. They did, in fact, win this last match here. But again, just look at Stewart. Look at the precision again. The leap of faith. You know, it's crazy because, like, in just looking at it, you're like, that doesn't seem so bad. But it's insanely difficult, the precision jumps you need to make.
To maneuver yourself through that. He actually made that in one hop. Everybody else was stopping before that. He went all the way to the tire and jumped over. The reactions there in the background from that team. Absolutely incredible performance to come out on top in that one. Just perfect execution on that last one.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when these precision jumps, these tight jumps like the one around the wall that you can't even see. You just have to know in your head, I know where I'm going to land when I come around this corner because it's not something you have eyes on. And once he's been able to do it, he's like, okay, I know the jump that I need to make every single time. But ladies and gentlemen, you guys got to get ready because we're coming down here to the wire. We are very close to knowing who are the set winners from the World Run. Everyone gave it their all. Man, did they show up huge? I'm not disappointed. That was so much fun to watch, especially coming off of Sky Station to then Junkyard Juke to this. Just 3 almost completely different creative game types we got to see today.
Yeah, we're putting them through the ringer. They have to do all sorts of things. They have to show off how versatile they are. And in the World Run, they showed it. All the teams who did compete and play in the World Run to qualify for here ended up showing off really well. Obviously, the Fish Fam with Scissors and company, they had probably one of the most difficult elimination runs ever.
Yeah.
So clutch to be able to perform here I think we have the standings. I think we have the winners of the set. It's gonna be Fish Fam.
Congratulations to
C'est
the
pas
Fish
fini.
Fam. Look at them. They just want to get back in. They're not even ready to celebrate. They are the winners. They're of the world run, and there he is. Fish Stick is walking out with a silver llama, ready to present.
Ah non, je crois qu'il y a leur dans le lama en fait. Alors si c'est fini, je sais pas. Je crois que c'est ça, il y a leur tuile dedans.
Il doit avoir chaud dans son putain de costume.
Congratulations guys, there's the silver llama for them. But all focus for them is on to the next matches. Because we've got a couple more to go, and it's not over yet.
Okay.
We've got your remixes coming up next. We've got your golden games.
Now first, hold on, let's take a look at the standings.
$110,000.
Wow, le cash prize, mec.
Fish M. Ah d'accord, c'est eux qui ont gagné. Du coup, ouais, c'est la remise des cash
La
prizes.
team à Goth a fait deuxième.
Ah, la
Ils ont gagné la même thune que le premier.
C'est bien.
Keep an eye on those silver llamas. These are the guys that are in contention for that final prize pool. Now, if you're one of these teams with the silver llamas, you need the gold llama, because that is going to come. That's going to be the ultimate tiebreaker. If your team has that gold llama, you walk away with the win, especially because it's kind of divvied up amongst other teams.
Ah ouais, mais ces derniers, t'as un bon cash prize, hein. $30,000.
Bon, ça va, 30 000, ouais.
Ah, je crois que c'est fini.
Je sais pas.
The only team to claim the golden llama is going to walk away as the champions here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, you kind of teased it a little bit. What are these remixes things that we're kind of talking about? You know, what does that mean for the games? Don't even worry, we got you guys covered. We're gonna break it all down for you. So, remixes. We're basically gonna go back through and play a match of every single match type. Yep. But there's gonna be something different about that. So starting with Sky Station Showdown, the remix for that is that all players can earn points, not just
je crois du coup c'est pas.
C'est étape 4 là. Ouais, je sais pas, ils ont pris du retard. Après c'est bien, c'est...
Je crois qu'il y a en tout 4 manches et là ils sont qu'à la 3e.
So it might look a little bit silly, but what it means is that it's going to be all the more difficult to score. But at the same time, each large prop is worth 10, so we're not going to see those, you know, small increments between each other. So leads can get large, or they can just stay very small. It's so difficult.
Yeah, for sure. And finally, we're going to hit the world run one more time. But the remix is that players do not respawn. That's right. They're going to have one life.
Brutal. Is so hard. We saw how many people struggled, even, you know, to get past that first you know, couple obstacles. So difficult. If they have one life, it's going to be so difficult. But we are going to be hopping into the first game of the Golden Games.
Du coup, c'est pas fini.
Showdown with a remix that everybody can earn points. Here we go.
Go ahead and count us in here. If you're hanging out at the stadium, we've got 3, 2, 1. And the remix of Sky Station Showdown is underway.
Oh, les maps elles sont trop bien faites.
So don't forget, we have a new total cap that is 3,000.
T'as des grosses
and the remix is that anyone for your team can accrue points. This also stacks, by the way. So if you and your squad are sitting on a point, you're getting 3 points per person per second.
J'essaye de comprendre le but du jeu là.
C'est une capture de...
Ouais, c'est comme une capture de drapeau. Il y en a, ils ont des épées, il y en a, ils ont des ponts.
Je crois qu'en fait ceux qui ont ils doivent défendre celui qui a l'épée pour capturer la zone. Si c'est comme la première étape, la deuxième je sais plus, un truc comme ça, je crois que ça doit être un...
Je vois Gotaga.
Oui c'est ça, bah c'est exact pareil.
Gotaga il a l'épée.
Ouais, et il faut qu'il reste dans la zone avec l'épée plus longtemps pour gagner des points. Et l'équipe de Gotaga ils ont déjà gagné en faisant ça.
Ouais, faut attendre 3 000 points.
Et avant c'était 1000 points.
Remember, it does accumulate no matter who is on the point, and also it stacks. So all 4 players
ah, peut-être pour ton live, peut-être tu montes un peu ta cam, parce que comme ça on peut voir la tête des joueurs. Parce que là on les voit pas vraiment.
Ah ouais. C'est vrai. Je vais faire ça. Cam overlay. On va la mettre là. Et voilà, normalement c'est bon.
Especially if you have that surprise angle and you eliminate all of them, you by yourself can actually lock down that point for any amount of time and start racking up points. So you can look to contest, you can look to leave a team behind,
ah ouais, là,
break up
bien,
into groups.
Fait.
There's so many different things, so many different variables to keep in mind.
Non, ma tête est le. Il y a un joueur en bas.
C'est toi qui joues à la World Cup en fait.
So that they will continue to contest, but I think in this mode it might be more viable to just stay and all fight at the same time, nobody hiding at all. And we'll see too. It kind of lends a little bit more credence to the strategy that people were employing in the first set of games.
Toujours maillot et la veste.
The Sky Station Showdown. They would have somebody go off and try to clear a point, or at least take out their sword bearer. Yeah. But if they do that this time and they manage to clear out a point, they're now going to be accruing on both sides.
Yeah, and that's going to make a massive difference, right? Like, let's take a look at Raven's Revenge. They are sitting on 564 points, double of Little Whip Warriors, but they're still racking up the points right now. Ninja going to go ahead and slap Chappie back to the island. Gotaga here wants a cut of the action.
Ils sont premiers, mais il faut vite perdre des points. Ils sont...
Ninja, ils sont deuxième.
Là, ils en gagnent plus, là.
Ouais.
Drops Magma down based on that little jump, and look at this. Magma's like, no, friend.
You get him. Kaz comes in the back. Oh, but at the same time, another player comes through and Ninja goes down. And Raven's Revenge are holding on to all corners. I don't see them controlling any one single point. Into the Cuddle Crew now in second place. They're in a battle with the Funky Fighters. This is important for everybody. The Fish Fam joining the fray as well. I think the Fish Fam may have overrun. Their school of Fish are taking out the Funky Fighters at last, but no, Suzu gets taken out too. The Cuddle Crew is going to abandon the point and maybe come right back. Suzu finally does control.
A brief moment, but not too long later, Tomoya says, hello, I would like the red point, please. And now we've got the Fish Fam over here. Suzu is by himself. He's got a bunch of eliminations. The ball of the Cuddle Crew is coming up. They're trying to wreck him. He picks off Sandy, but unfortunately he does fall as well.
That was terrifying. They all came over the ramp at the same time. If you're just joining us here, don't forget we did increase the score limit up to 3,000. So if you're wondering, the Raven Revenge, they still got a ways to go, even though they are in the lead as it stands. I'm also keeping my eye out on the Llama Record Company. They're down at 300-ish points. They're going to claim 300 right now. And what they do, they always wait until the last moment, until that D point, the last point that opens up in the center, and they make a concerted push. I think that may be very, very strong, because in the first couple of games, as the Fish Fam, or as the Little Whip Warriors trying to make a push here, they're going to get shut down. The first couple of games, they just controlled it. Every single person was on that D point at the same time. They built their entire base out at the perfect moment. They were waiting for the time to pounce on that last point. Still 2 minutes until that starts to spawn.
Oh, he's going to launch the Little Whip Warrior. He is, in fact, going to shut down Taco.
Yes, c'était en bas.
Look at this across the way. Magma gets picked off, and the Little Whip Warriors are back on the green point.
Les ninjas sont troisième.
I'm very curious to see what happens when that middle point opens up, because don't forget, it's 12 points per player of your squad on that point if you're uncontested. So you could very well see an entire squad say the moment that's ready, jump down. We're just going to try and get a massive influx of like 48 points.
Could happen every single second down there. It's going to net you that, so it has to put to an end immediately. It seems that this point right here keeps getting under contention by like multiple teams. The Fish Fam,
Putain, sur cette zone, c'est bord.
and of course the Color Crew will get cleaned out.
Incroyable,
So
il y a tout le
they're
monde qui
not
bat.
earning anything really from all fighting at the same time. One team ends up coming out on top, and then maybe some timing issues here in terms of synchronizing the push on this point.
Qui commence vers 23h.
Yeah, I mean, this gets way more hectic when anyone can score points, right? And the Fish Fam have been doing a great job.
Oh, il y a un grand-père avec lui.
Pairs, duos, if you will. and trying to shut everyone down, but that's only going to get you so far.
It kind of breaks down, too, when everybody can score, because there's so much that more important. If you're by yourself to stay on the point, in the previous iterations, you're by yourself, you get off the point, because you can't even score.
But now you have to stick around. Look at the slaps coming out. Lachlan does take out Scissors, but does fall as well. Now Clytex is just trying to get back into the fray, get himself those height with the impulses. And now don't forget, they have a limited number of builds, about 100 I believe. But right now, man, you seem to be turning your attention left and right, trying to eliminate as many players as you possibly can. This remix is shaking the very foundation of this mode. Clytex goes in, he's going to start trying to take him down.
Gotaga, il se met tellement bien. Ils ont 500 points d'avance, quoi.
Ouais. T'as déjà mis.
Ah ouais, non mais.
And they control it with all four players, so you can see their score rising significantly every second there. At the same time, the Llama Record Company with an evenly timed push as well, but Rubius comes in. Chicken Champions take out one, but I don't think that's going to be enough. I think the Llama Record Company, no, they don't hold. Or do they?
Or do they? That is the question. It looks like, unfortunately, the answer is no, as the Chicken Champions are rolling in on the Sunshine Soldiers. Attacks are going off left and right, but Daniel is just it's just not falling. He just keeps eliminating left and right.
Vraiment du spam, quoi.
The timing of that push from that
Tout
took
son
out the Llama
poteau est
Record
bas.
Company might have actually worked out in their favor, because they're all going to respawn together. 5 seconds for this D point to spawn. You can already see they're hunting. Hand of Blood, Rubius, Carnifex, they're all going for it because they know the importance. If they can all stand in there at the same time, all the impulses come through before anybody can even build a base, build some protection against them. It's pure chaos down here on the D point.
And look, if you're
Putain, au milieu, waouh! C'est le bordel des mecs.
Regarde ça, Gotaga, regarde ça là!
Let them all fight it out. Let's just sit on the
Il
point.
donne tellement des
No
points
one seems
gratuits.
to be paying attention to the fact that we're about halfway through what we need to win. Let them all fight it out. Don't make any sudden moves, right? Don't be the distraction to have someone go, oh wait, there is a point up there. We need to go get those guys.
I love what they did just there. They forced the one player there.
Oh putain, là.
The Funky Fighters are all in. They have a base. There's no impulse.
Ah, ils vont rattraper tout ceux du milieu parce qu'ils gagnent plus de points.
Ah
putain, ouais.
Waouh, mais ils rattrapent.
Ah ouais. Ouais, c'est bon, ils sont morts. Ils sont morts.
Ah non, non, regarde, il y a encore. Hein. Il a tué tout le monde là.
Wow. Ah oui, il faut qu'ils viennent tous la team à Gotaga.
Si tu arrives à capturer le milieu, tu te fais foutre.
Meanwhile, the Ravens' Revenge have not stopped climbing points. If they have 4 members up here, it's about even to one player on that D point. So just continuing to stay there. Finally, the Little Whip Warriors, Ninja, and crew are going to clean that up and put an end to it just before they hit 2,000. But on the other side, Chicken Champions are looming. They have 4 players on a single point. Now, the mega point in the center. See what's going on with them. They're all lurking. I don't think anybody really is too worried about them, but you know, with all 4 players here, it could all of a sudden become a nuisance.
Back down on that center point, you got Hand of Blood trying his hand again. Did not go his way. Kotu is here though for the Funky Fighters. He was able to rack up a small amount of points, but still.
Putain, Gotaga, sa zone verte, mec, il a laissé à personne, hein.
Personne vient vers lui.
Chaos is down, just breaking out down in the center point right now, Bala.
What is this? Literally every single sword bearer and almost every single player here from the Llama Record Company is using those tactical shotguns and getting in. But again, the Ravens' Revenge are on point with 4 players, just shooting down, throwing impulses where they can, and just making sure they're accruing all those points. Meanwhile, the D-point, nobody has gotten anywhere since the Funky Fighters were left there for so long. It all depends how this all unfolds. Hold on, they're trying to get a base. I think they might finally break through. No, they lose and trade off evenly every single time.
4 minutes left on that timer in Bala. These guys have been uncontested. It's just now that the Little Whip Warriors want to try and make the push. But look at Gotaga. He's literally just slicing through all these ice cream cones. I was gonna try and say hot knife through butter, but this is ice cream. It doesn't quite work that way.
It's crazy how nobody except the Little Whip Warriors are trying to contest the Ravens' revenge right now. They are sitting on the point by themselves with 4, but again, the Funky Fighters in the center with 4 players. They are not even making any noise.
Ils ont intérêt à vite pousser ceux du milieu, sinon ils vont gagner.
Ah, c'est mort.
Aïe, 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 aïe. Ouais, ils ont gagné. C'est bon. Ah, c'est bien joué. C'est bien joué.
On Sky Station Showdown, the first match of the Golden Games, and that is a huge victory leading into the rest of these.
Oh, Gotago, il doit
Ah, ils ont leur propre stuff cette fois.
For so long, Gotaga and
Ravens sat on the green, ils auraient dû y aller, hein.
And then for a moment, everyone forgets about the center point. And it's enough for all 4 members of the Funky Fighters to sit on the point and just rise above everyone else. And by the time everyone could kind of figure out what was going on, it was too late. They stole away the first golden game.
Ridiculous that nobody was able to spot that out. It seemed like Fortinte was going to say, okay, guys, they're all on the point. Everybody start doing everything you can to stop them, because he saw all 4 members. They went from less than 1,000 once the D point was out to all the way up to win. And it was 400 points between them and the Ravens' Revenge at the end there. Right. But you do have to also think about who else came very close in second. Ravens' Revenge, who's in third. We'll be able to find out in a bit with the standings, but just an unbelievable performance there from the Funky Fighters to realize exactly what must be done. That was the second time they completely boxed up that entire D point.
Yeah, and just completely uncontested. But that's it for the first of 3 golden games. And for the Funky Fighters, they secure that win. But for now, let's send it back over to Pookie. She's standing by with the winners. Pookie, down to you.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I am down here with the Funky Fighters. Another victory. I feel like I've been talking to you guys all day, but how did you find that remix game? Because those rules were a little bit different than what you were used to. So what was your strategy going into that one, Huzi?
I mean, everything was so like
ça a commencé à 18h, je crois, non, le créatif.
Because we got the middle. The point system
oui, 18h, ouais.
Points. So we win. Like, so exciting. So exciting.
So exciting indeed. Now, Ravens' Revenge was in first place for most of that match. You guys knew that you had to come up from behind, which you absolutely did. But I kind of just want to talk a little bit about how there are 3 teams tied right now for first place. And the winners of this set will be taking home that additional $1 million of prizing. So I don't want to put too much pressure on you guys, but what is your strategy going into the next game? Are you going to stay the same? Are you going to change things up? Are you going to go for the middle again?
Probably. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing, and as long as this works, we're just gonna keep it up.
For sure. Sounds like a great strategy. Finally over here to you. When you heard that there was a remix kind of blind side come in, what was your first reaction to hearing that?
Yellow. Go to yellow circle and win.
Just win. I love it. It's so easy. It's such a great concept. You know, we talk about it all day, all of these things we break down, but at the end of the day, you just gotta win. Back to you guys at the desk.
Pookie with the most insightful knowledge you'll ever need in your entire life. It doesn't matter if you can just win.
Just win.
I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong.
You're winning.
I'm trying.
We're all winning here at the World Cup.
We all are, in fact. But so are these players that have taken the stage. Now, don't forget, those llamas are going to be playing a big factor in how the final $1 million prize pool is divvied out. And Pookie touched on it perfectly, actually. Right now, there's a 3-way tie.
Yep.
All right, and that's something we need to take a look at with those standings, just to give you the refresher. So, Funky Fighters, champions, all have that silver llama. Now, don't forget, every single match they play,
mais 35 000 genre répartis pour les
that they're splitting 4 ways.
Partagé à l'équipe.
Ouais, bah ça va, il y a juste $110 000.
Prize pool at the end will be huge. So either the Funky Fighters, Fish Fam, or Chicken Champions need
Et encore avant, ils ont gagné plus.
win that golden llama for one of them to win, or if you're on the outside looking in,
Non, mais ils se mettent bien, t'inquiète. C'est-à-dire, même si l'équipe finissait tout le temps dernier, même ils se mettaient bien.
The Creative World Cup. So all is on the line right now. Those prizings as they shake up into the next sets are going to be so crucial to keep an eye out. The Funky Fighters taking a good first lead. It's not enough. We've seen it time and time again in these first matches of the set. If people who win the first game don't end up coming through all the way.
Parler là et lancer votre game,
They
putain.
have to have a consistently good performance into the next game, which is the Junkyard Juke, and then into the next game too, which is the World Run.
That's right.
They're all golden. All the golden games with
all
the
golden games. Not the golden boys, just the golden games. I love you, buddy. Now, don't forget, if you guys are watching and maybe this is the first time you're tuning in, don't forget you can watch also at Fortnite.com/watch. If you're watching in-game, you can do that as well. If you go to Fortnite.com/watch, you can actually kind of hone in on a specific team. There's 10 different feeds to take a look at, and you can say, like, you know what? I'm all about the Fish fam. I'm just going to watch their perspective. You can do that. Head on over to Fortnite.com/watch. Take a look. Here are a breakdown of your feeds right there on screen.
It's an incredible new feature. I love to use it. I checked it out on my phone earlier, and just unbelievable, seriously. To see all the different POVs, to see the first and second place POVs, and then also to be able to pick who you want to watch. You can watch Lachlan in feed 8. You can watch Gotaga in feed 4. So just an awesome feature. Go check it out. It's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Now don't forget, guys, we are 1/3 of the way through the Golden Games. First one, Sky Station Showdown, is in the books, and the Funky Fighters were in fact the winner. Now we move on to the second game, and that is
toujours pas fini.
the prop hunt, aka Junkyard Juke. And don't forget, the remix, 10-point props.
Only the large ones. You can't go with the, you know, little crowbar. You can't go with the wood planks. You can't go with any of that. And there is one of the prizes for the teams that won before. We've got 10 seconds until the game launches, Zeke. The second game of our Golden Games here, guys.
Je savais même pas qu'il y avait une fille. Ah ouais.
2, 1, the game
wow, la map.
Ah mais à chaque fois les mêmes activités en fait.
Ouais, c'est un propel.
Et là ils l'ont déjà fait.
By the way, there's no snow anywhere else on the map.
Ah yes, c'est normal le truc, non?
With the gold bomb on top. Nope, that sticks out like a sore thumb. A giant gnome. Well, I mean, it kind of blends in depending on where you stand. You know, if you hide behind something that's blue, you'll make the hide. A giant teddy bear. You've got the target. You've got the rusted out car. I mean, you've also got the giant dumpster. So, you know, as you kind of scan your eyes across the map, you know, you can see things like the dumpster, the rusted out car, the target. These are things that could be. Whoa. All right, Kaz. All right, this guy is guys got the eyes of a hawk. But these props are going to be, they're going to stick out like sore thumbs, is what I'm trying to get at.
Yep. And a little, ooh, Kaz, awesome. You see his reaction.
Yeah, even Kaz is like, ooh.
Say, wait, Scissors was there. He is finding everybody right now. Good vision. And it is interesting. You got to make sure you know who the guards are at the beginning of this. It's the Little Whip Warriors on the bottom level. They're clearing out house right now. They're making sure nobody's approaching. Only 4 teams have scored right now.
C'est ça.
Trying to find people. That there was definitely someone back there that was, there's not supposed to be 3 trucks back there, I don't think. But you know, in playing this, the best way to kind of go about this is every time that those blinds come up, you want to instant reload right then on the spot. Yes, you can try to make blind fires. Unless you're certain, you're like, no, I know where my crosshair is. That's a player. Take the shot. Absolutely. But when those blinds come up, you want to reload. You want to have as many shots as possible before that next, I guess, shade comes back up, right?
And the Raven's Revenge being the other guards, by the way. Nice shot there from Taldak.
Dommage.
Yeah, you mentioned when the blinds, I've been calling it the black, when the black comes up, take the time to reload and make sure you're taking the time like Taldak to stop and try to remember exactly what you saw. Don't move your POV, don't move your camera at all. As you try to recognize exactly what changed. You've got to use the uptime of your vision to take as many shots as possible to clear out what you think is possibly a prop. That player came down from below because he hit one of those springboards.
Salut.
Moving forward, Zand as well. They're all going with the targets. I usually gets in just barely because Taldak missed a shot.
Man, this is
Lui,
really
il a eu
good
la
for the
chance.
Funky Fighters. They've taken themselves a nice early lead. It's only
Ah,
20
le taillard.
points, nothing substantial yet. But if they can do this every single round, again, another big prop going in. They're at 30 points ahead of the pack. And the only 3 teams behind them, Fish Fam, Cutter Crew, and the Chicken Champions. And look, time is done. So that's it. So don't forget, Raven's Revenge, they have already been guarded. So going forward, all they have to do is try and rack up points. This is going to be huge going forward. The round
Hey,
is
encore une
set.
autre manche.
We'll get 2 new guards on deck. You've got the Chicken Champions and the
il y en a même plein
Fighters.
d'autres.
So now they can try to lock out other players from scoring. And it depends on how well they do, right? Because again, these are big 10-point props. There's a lot of them as well. You know, the props outnumber you pretty substantially.
Tu l'as avec le PC que t'as présenté? Ouais. Ouais.
Tu veux qu'on fasse une ou deux games?
Et il coûte combien, mytho pas? Je vais pas te mytho, mais Attends. Pas dire de la merde. Ouais, 700 € à peu près. Entre 700 et 800 €. C'est pas une grosse config, hein. On va croire. Tu disais, Romain?
Pardon?
Tu disais quoi? Je t'ai coupé.
J'ai dit au pire si t'as la main du créatif, hein. Bah une autre game là si tu veux.
Ouais, on verra. On va voir.
On va, hein, comme tu
Making sure you can secure those points is crucial.
All the players right now, you can see them down below trying to get the shots as possible. They're racking up the eliminations right now. I don't think they
parce que c'est ça. 700 € et aussi bonne qualité. Et tu fais combien de... Attends, le chat, faut que je le mette. Alors 700 € et aussi bonne... 100 € et aussi bonne qualité. Tu fais combien de FPS? C'est une bonne question. Tu peux faire une bonne... Tu fais combien de FPS sur Fortnite avec les paramètres que j'ai là? Je suis à 140 à peu près. Aux alentours, hein. C'est moyenne. Intel ou AMD, bah, je suis chez AMD et je suis très content d'AMD, donc AMD, hein. Intel c'est bien, hein. Je dis pas que c'est nul là, parce que j'ai pas Intel, mais AMD c'est bien, hein. Ça marche bien.
So dangerous because when you see things like that tight together, you're like, yeah, oh no, the bumper, gotta land.
He was moving.
Unfortunate
there. You've got to press that control key at the last second to be able to make sure you get through. Scissors
merci en tout cas.
Makes it through. That's a lot of points racking up. They're at 80 now, 30 points ahead of the Funky Fighters.
Ouais, j'ai Windows 10 et de base j'étais sur Windows 7 et j'ai fait la mise à niveau. Hein. Voilà, c'est gratuit la mise à niveau Windows 10. Ouais, bah de rien mec. Ça fait plaisir.
Whoever's out in the field, they need to make it into this incinerator right now.
Are they going to have any more points? A crew, it doesn't look like anybody's close. That's going to be the round. The Funky Fighters and the Chicken Champions end up closing out that guard watch.
Ah, c'est rapide.
See where the standings end. I did notice something though, Zeke. So the Ravens Revenge were at 0 for that run. They didn't get a single prop through, which is a far cry from their performance on Sky Station Showdown.
Tu savais comment pour te procurer ton Windows? Bah, quand j'ai acheté mon PC, config tout ça, j'étais Windows. Mais genre, mon PC je l'ai depuis 3 ans. Et j'ai pris Windows 7 parce que j'y connaissais rien avant des PC tout ça. Donc voilà. Après, il y a 2 ans, je me suis mis à Windows 10. Hein. C'est récent, hein.
Judging by the first run of the Funky Fighters, they got 50 early on. We'll see if they can get double their score essentially to tie up with the Fish Fam. Sunshine Soldiers also being a guard, and the first 2 right now ending up on guard watch.
2.5 minutes left on this timer. You see people hitting these hidden little bumpers. So a little surprise in case you've been wondering why have they been flying up. There's little secret bumpers that are buried. You can see one right there that looks like a little silver dome. If players touch that, they're actually launched into the sky. And it's a very clear, like, hey, this is a person. They have disguised themselves as a prop. You should probably eliminate them. 2 minutes here on the clock. And Fish Fam are just tearing it up. But look, Funky Fighters, they were guards last round. They were behind pretty far. And now they're starting to close up that gap, right? If they can get another 3 props in within this 2-minute timer, they're going to be in a great spot heading into that final round.
Tyler trying to hold it down before he gets his last opportunity to go with the props. But here, the Cuddle crew, and they're going to be on guard watch next. So if they don't solidify this lead very strong right now, it's going to be so difficult. Meanwhile, the Ravens' Revenge did finally get a prop in. They could have a final round that could be amazing. We'll continue to watch here for the Cuddle crew. Llama Record Company and Funky Fighters all earn a point in just a second there. 1 minute and 20 seconds for this guard watch to end.
Cuddle Crew's only a single prop behind. The Funky Fighters are only 2, and so are the Llama Record Company. Raven's Revenge is now on the board with a single. That's a Raven. Look at that. Scissors, he's got this on lock. He's got the entire map laid out in his mind, and he can tell the difference. Wait, does he catch 2? He did not. Wait, these other 2 trucks, are they actually going to make it in? They're making it in. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Scissors, they snuck right under his nose. They get in. But it doesn't.
Oh, he hit that person from the blinds.
Wow. He heard you, Zeke. He knew.
Listen.
Flexing a little bit on everybody.
He knows I'm a big fan of his. All right, he knows. He knows. Cuddle Crew. They're nice and hidden. All right, got to watch the bumper. There is one hidden. You see it right there in front? Be careful. You can see it. It's right there. Don't do it. Nope. Never mind. That was, looks like that was Fish Fam.
And it looks like a lot of props are making it towards the center right now. I think I just saw 3. Very close. Here's the approach from Huizi. Remember, they have to get sorted to get scored. So Tomoya, I think, will be the last prop here. Bensor making a push for it. No. But what a push there at the last second. They do all tie up. 3, the top 3 are tied up at 100. So that means this last round of Junkyard Juke is going to be so crucial.
This is very scary heading into round number 4. So take a look. In the center of the map, you've got Svenos and his crew. So don't forget, there's 3 teams tied for first. You've got the Fish Fam, you've got the Funky Fighters, and you have the Cuddle Crew. So basically, they are well ahead of the pack, but they're fighting each other right now. The Llama Record Company, and now Little Whip and the Cuddle Crew, they're at 90, so they could close that gap.
Je pense,
They have to work so much harder to do that. You've got the Cuddle Crew in the middle, and this means they're not racking up any points for this round, right? They're just trying to
mais c'est les aléas du stream.
Points.
Commence tous par là.
Après, t'es pas ultra connu, donc il faut t'y attendre.
Nice shot there from his team. Joining them as well as the Llama Record Company in second place. So second or lower is all they can achieve.
C'est normal, hein, c'est les aléas du stream. Ils sont tous passés par là.
Ah, tout le monde a commencé comme ça. Hein.
And the Funky Fighters from racking up points. If they get even 1 through, they are going to be edged out. Everything is riding on this moment right now. How accurate are they? How quickly and how much do they remember the map? Look at all these props here on the left side of the screen. One just got through with the quest. Little Whip, look, they took over. So did Fish Fam.
Sérieux, je te fais faire le stream.
Great shot for sure. He knew that there was a proper approach. He knew that he didn't find anything in the last couple of seconds. He knew he's going to be able to find this one. You can see he's pre-firing through the black as they all try to approach. What a nice play from Alex. A nice strategy. Now remember, now that the Little Whip and Fish Fam have taken the lead, the Funky Fighters fall to 3. And since they got first in the first game, that means it's just more close when you think about the overall standings here.
Yeah, look, Little Whip again, get another prop in. They're pushing ahead, man. These guys are pulling away from the pack right now. Llama Record Company, they've got to just start trying to pick off these props. They've got to keep the Fish Fam and Little Whip down. Maybe have someone else potentially contest, but right now, man, the Little Whip Warriors, Ninja and his team are just destroying this final round.
Ouais, ils avaient pas fait une bonne même au début. Hein. La première fois qu'ils ont fait ça, ça va bien.
Doing a very good job on guard duty right now. Besides the top 2 ending up getting a couple of points. They're not letting anybody below them really earn anything. A lot of props approaching right now. The timing's going out. Ninja gets in with the car, scores, and that just solidifies the lead even further, but I think Fish Fam scored. No, they didn't. Look, first place to Little Whip Warriors now. There's no tiebreaker involved. 20 seconds to go. Can anybody else score?
You just got to go. Do not jump. You just got to go. That's right. Oh, okay, there's another round of points coming through. Little Whip at 150. And look, Taldak's right here. That's going to put him at 160 with 10 seconds left.
That's the win for sure for the Little Whip Warriors here. And Junkyard Juke as the timer expires. As Ninja scores in the final moments, as well as Taldak. The first win for the Little Whip Warriors, and it couldn't come at a better time here, Zeke.
That's right, man. Look, don't forget, those Silver Llamas are scattered right now. This puts him in a great spot. If they can get this world win, they could secure themselves that gold llama. And out of nowhere, they could steal away the victory from everyone else around. A fantastic showing of the Little Whip Warriors. Man, dude, they came out of nowhere. They were just on it. They flipped the switch and they said, you know what, we're getting all these props in, and we're just going to get pulled away from the pack.
That's what happened. Perfect play. At the beginning, they had the guard defense. They didn't let anybody get over close to, I think the Ravens are, no, the Ravens had 0. I'm thinking of the Funky Fighters had 50 in the first run.
Yeah.
But nobody else really did anything. The Funky Fighters ended up starting to slow down. They didn't manage to keep up their pace. Little Whip Warriors took perfect advantage of that.
Yeah, and I mean, you could just kind of see that they were very calm, cool, and collected in the whole thing, right? They just kind of navigated the map correctly. You kind of saw it happen a little bit, but there was almost like this clustering that happened. You know, when you've got 3 rusted cars right next to each other where there clearly is no rusted cars at all, you're like, okay, well, these guys are very clearly props, right?
They figured it out eventually, though.
They did.
Separate, approach all in different waves, use the props at the front to kind of, you know, protect so that the guys who are just barely behind you can then make their approach and get 2 points at least, or at least 20 points in this remix version.
Yeah.
But great performance for Little Whip. Again, couldn't come at a better time because that puts them in contention for this Golden Llama. And that's the bonus. That is the win. That is the win condition for this Creative World Cup.
Well, I think the only thing that we need to do right now is send it down onto the stage. I want to hear from the Little Whip Warriors, so let's go over to Monster, who's standing by with them right now.
All right, so I'm going to be honest. I thought early on the Sky Station Showdown, Ninja Squad specifically was going to be dominating because of the fact that, you know, the way the qualifiers worked, you guys were out there running shooter trials. You were struggling, but you guys are finally finding your stride. So let's just touch on it. How does it feel to be in the running? Now you finally got a victory. You're so close. The Golden Llama's on the line. You guys are so close. What do you think about this?
Honestly, kind of relieved, to be completely honest with you guys, because, I mean, we were kind of nervous the first 3 sets. I mean, we were not doing the best, but now we're here. So, I mean, hey, we're in the running, and that's all that matters.
All right, so you're in the running. You want to hold this lead, but more importantly,
Salut Mr. Beignet.
You guys feel you need to shut down. I think it's the Funky Fighters. Is there any other team that specifically? I know we started off. Ninja said the Ravens Revenge, but I don't know. I think things are really shaking up. What squad out here is surprising you so far?
Dude, those Ravens, man. Like yesterday, we were fighting with them all day. We got the edge on them yesterday, but today they came out and really surprised us.
And there you guys have it. So, as you can see, easily things can really shake up here. And just like that, suddenly, it's anyone's game to win. Ninja Squad can take it for all we know.
Well, we'll have to see because we have a single golden game left. And in case you've forgotten, it's the World Run.
Dernier game.
And the remix is a single life.
Quel poisson là.
So real. Like, you can't understate how difficult that is going to be. I mean, especially when everything is on the line here. Everything matters. Everybody wants to get first in this last match.
That's right. And don't forget,
we
right? We started on World Run and we saw 6 teams of 8 rack up to 30 coins. But then we moved to Sky Station Showdown. So now you're like, okay, my mind has to go there and be ready for that. Then we moved to Junkyard Juke and you're like, okay, we'll have to move again. So these guys may not be in a, you know, once you've been doing it back to back, you've almost built up that muscle memory. They may not have that based on this. Yeah, we'll have to see, man.
Very true. You're kind of rusty when you move on to the world run after these laps,
right?
Too.
Right?
There's no mechanics in Junkyard Juke are the same at all in the world run. So we'll have to see if they still are warm for that.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? If you want to play these things, don't forget they're actually in game right now. They're available as LTMs. Play them through the weekend. You've got until Sunday. You want to check them out? Give them a try.
Ça commence quand, putain? On sait pas. De base, ça devait commencer à 22h, mais ça a pris du retard. Je sais pas pourquoi. Donc là, je crois que c'est...
Normalement, c'est la dernière game.
Ouais, normalement, c'est la dernière étape. Donc,
après, je pense qu'il risque de mettre un... Peut-être pas un temps de pub, mais peut-être un temps de pause entre la fin et le début du prime, donc il va falloir attendre, je pense, encore 30 minutes, je pense.
À peu près, ouais.
No, definitely should have known before, but here we go into the world run. All the players are loading up and getting ready. It's so important to make sure that everything is perfect because you have one chance, one opportunity here to make a difference.
Son style, leur taper sur les Logitech Fortnite.
Ouais, grave.
Ils sont grands et tout, c'est bien.
Suzu.
Comment il joue, lui?
Even more so, right? We were talking about it earlier. The entire team needs to perform, but here, when they could be going out early,
il y a des Norvégiens et des Belges, des Canadiens.
Right, this is it, the final opportunity to try and claim the golden llama and take a slice of that final $1 million prize pool available to the winner. And of course, let's not forget the World Cup Creative Champions. The time is now. Here we go. The game is about to begin. If you guys are here watching from the stadium, let them know you support them. Let them hear you right now. Let's hear it for all these teams. That's what I'm talking about. They need your energy right here, right now. 10 seconds before we hop into the game. Don't forget, it's World Run. That remix, a single
C'est installé un champion Fortnite qui joue avec les touches directionnelles. Ouais.
We'll see who out of the gate as they open right now. Who out of the gate is going to go down? How slow are they going to take this? You can see everybody does not want to move. You can cut the tension with a knife right now. Here, MSYB is going to be the first to go. Danyan in the back as well. Everybody's staggering their players so that they know what they need to do one by one. I heard some shots, MSYB, there he goes.
C'est pas une course relais.
Gets the first couple of coins and everybody at the same time. Funky Fighters have 6 right now. What a run so far from MSYB, not missing a beat.
The Funky Fighters are already off to a strong start. Oh,
no!
MSYB. Oh, an error was made there on his part, but it's okay. He's still got his crew. They can still make it through.
Il y aurait Max, ils auraient défoncé.
Still racking up the coins. Here we go. They're going to pick up their 10th right here, right now. This is literally, I'm telling you, man, this is where this precision jump comes through.
Come on, Photo.
2 players. He made it.
Two players made it. So here through. Actually,
no, let this, don't even, just let the whole thing reset. Yep, take a step back, let it reset.
Is every single one of his teammates down in the bottom left?
Yes, it is. It is all on the back of Kotu right now. He's got to make it through. The tricky part of this is he's going to get this coin, but now he has to go back through.
That's not the coin to go for then.
That was not the coin to go for, but it's okay. He's committed. Come on, you have to guarantee trigger these. Do not fall. 3rd set. 4th set. He's through.
Il joue toute sa vie.
Okay. Oh, dude, my heart is beating out of my chest right now. This is so just tense. How can you even, like, he's by himself. This is their only chance.
Hey, you should come.
He has 11 coins right now, but that's just tied. In the castle, there's not too much danger after those spike traps.
Right.
So we can move forward. They have to make sure they grab every single coin. Meanwhile, Chicken Champions on the other side, he's by himself as well.
Bug un peu le live.
I wonder
non.
How many different teams have anybody alive right now? Is it really
J'ai pas de message d'erreur ou quoi sur mon OBS, donc Ça doit être Taco peut-être, je sais pas.
Moi je vois pas personnellement.
Ouais, ça doit être Taco, Mr. Benny qui fait que ça doit bugger.
Raven's Revenge looks like they have one player as well. Okay, nice. The coin is picked up. There's only one left here. So remember, 14 is the max amount you can get before heading up to the next level. And the castle is the halfway mark.
Just got word that Fish Fam actually has 3 people up. Only 10 coins for them.
Wow,
so
c'est quoi ça?
Taking things slow, letting things play out, and seeing how the other teams do. Because really, the time is not
c'est trop dur leur
the
truc
essence
là.
in this case. Until the very last player. There's Fish Fam. One did go down in the meantime. This is Tyler. Suzu is down, which is crucial because he was the player who was a speed demon. But again, it's not speed that matters. It's
C'est un joueur Suzu.
Can he make it? Most dangerous part of the castle. Nice re-trigger. He's through.
Okay. All right. We haven't seen Cuddle Crew pick up any more coins. Maybe they're still alive. Maybe they've been eliminated. The castle, I mean, it's pretty hard to be eliminated in the castle. The only way really is in the traps there. You've got the funky fighter. Look at this. Lachlan.
Oh, no.
He's crying his eyes out. Wait.
Guys, if you want Lachlan to go for this, you got to give it up to him right now. If you want Lachlan to go for the jump, Lachlan, you got to go for it.
There has to be a Lachlan chant. Lachlan, Lachlan, Lachlan. Come on, you have to go. Look, but the thing is, he's talking it through his team. He's like, look, what do I have to do? What do I need to do here, right? And this is good, because remember, they have 6 minutes. They, like you said, they can
Je sais pas du tout, je comprends.
But again, this is going to come down to these last moments. So Fish Fam actually, right now, they're leading the pack, 15 points. That means they're up on that next tier. And there's some pretty treacherous things happening up there. There you go.
They're through the castle. That's why they're all dancing right now, because they know they're starting to be at the hardest part possible, and they know nobody else is here. Based on their coins.
Here we go.
His teammate did fall up ahead. Gets one, though. There's the trap trigger. This is so difficult. He's going to start getting towards the variable impulses.
Remember, he's got to make this in one. See, you see him take a step back. He's like, look, the trap's not right. Look, this isn't right.
I'm way farther ahead of anybody else. He's going to wait until anybody else goes. Here's the Ravens' revenge. He's going to tie it up.
There you go.
Ooh.
In terms of place that there are, but the Ravens' revenge don't have anybody else, so he can't get to that other lane to collect those points.
Right.
Which is crucial.
And don't forget, if he got here by himself, too, that means there was that extra coin, remember? Because there's 2 lanes. He left one behind. So there's more pressure on him right now.
The scissors. That's what Scissors did in that game before. He's going for it. He's not stopping. He does need to make sure he does beats the Fish Fam. You can see now Zan going at the same time. Here it is through the jumps. He's waiting a little bit. Jump.
Nice.
Yes!
Okay, pressure's on right now, because don't forget they're a single coin behind.
Zan going at the same time right now. Well, he's going for the variable impulses.
1, 2. Okay,
Zan makes
Here we go.
Yes! One more jump! Magma makes it through the variable impulses, one of the most difficult jumps. And the deep breath does come in. Magma is putting the team on his back right now, and from what I can tell, everybody, Lachlan's going, guys.
It's going. He's got to make this jump. Does he make it?
Ah, mais ils sont forts après, hein. Enfin, ils se sont entraînés tout.
At the same time, Magma in the top left did end up getting another coin. Here goes Lachlan, guys. Give him your energy. He's going for the jump.
Look, Magma, for a moment he's doubting himself. He can't. Magma gets her head in the game. You know you can make this jump. Here we go. The jump comes out. Yes. 1, 2. He doesn't go for the coin. He doesn't go for the coin. Wait, you needed that coin. That can make the difference.
Why is his team not telling him?
It's too risky. Maybe he feels like it's too risky. So he's thinking about it. Should I maybe try to double back? I mean, if he gets down the ramp, he's going to have his little ice cream. He's going to slip right off. This could be it. This could be the moment that makes or breaks their game.
C'est toi, man, le bruit là.
Look, he's thinking about the same thing. He's like, should I go for this? Is this coin worth it?
Quoi?
C'est toi là avec le son là.
Il y a un bruit ultra aigu.
Ouais, mais c'est toi, ça vient de toi.
You know, the status on everybody else. I believe these are the last 2 players.
This is tough. We're getting word Lachlan has actually made it.
He's
not made it to the castle yet. I misspoke there. All right, here we go. Magma, great trigger. No! Wait, it's okay. He used the rock.
The recovery.
Right. They knew about
the
it.
Coin.
Ooh.
No! And Magma is out of the game, and with that, the Ravens' revenge too.
Dommage.
Bouncing, he's unfortunately out of it as well. He's not eliminated yet, but Zan going for it at the same time. Here we go. He's gonna go for the coin up top.
He has to. He literally has to. Magma, though, he left the coin behind. No. He set up. He didn't grab the coin either.
Il prend pas la pièce.
If he had grabbed that coin, he's thinking about, do I double back? Do I try to make that?
So the reason he doesn't want to go is because if he goes for the coin, he's not going to be able to get to the next thing. So they thought ahead of us, Zeke. They knew. Lachlan playing with fire. He is definitely not in this. Can he really make this with an impulse? No way. No. He's out.
He has
the end of Lachlan, the end of the Cuddle crew. And it is now 21 to 21. He just needs one more coin.
He needs to get that coin.
Which is more easy for him? Is it the one on this trap? Or is it the one back behind?
You can tell he lifted the finger. He said, we need one coin. Just grab this coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated.
There it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger. The fish fan.
Oh, ils sont passés devant.
Clutches up for them here. Scissors and company.
Mais ils ont gagné.
Dominated in the last set of the world run. It wasn't domination, really, though, was it? But a clutch performance from Zans. They lost their man Scissors and Suzo early on, but everything fell on the shoulders of Zans, and he does it.
This is shaking me to my core. Because what does this mean for the standings? In all three golden games, we saw a different winner. Funky picked up round 1, Little Whip picked up round 2, and now the Fish Fam picked up round 3. But don't forget, Fish Fam, they had that unbelievable time earlier on with 5:25. But, I mean, also, Funky Fighters, they got themselves the coins as well, so they all have wins. It's...
I'm trying to, like, think...
I'm trying to think back. Like,
all the different standings, because Fish Fam, they had a good performance in Junkyard Junior. Absolutely, right?
Right.
Hands down. Here's the last moments with Zan. This moment could have won him the Creative World Cup. Think about that for a second.
This could be it, man. That literally could have very well. But then the question is, what if that doesn't get them the win? Should he have kept going, right?
Ouais, ouais.
But he just decided, look, you know what? We've got the coin. Let's end it here. What if they
if
they got one more point, could that have made the difference? Are they already in the lead? Is there someone else?
Tiebreakers matter. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll
you
see.
know me, man. I stress out way too hard of this. I get way too into this.
I'm sitting here with my pen, just like, what is the calculations, dear Zeke? I don't even know.
The numbers.
Nail-biting finish, that's for sure. Right? We could all agree that. Guys, did you like that finish here today? Zan clutching up. Guys!
They're asleep.
They're asleep. They're asleep. They want to know
what's happening. They don't know what we're asking them. I mean, guys, here in the stadium, was that not insane?
There you go.
There you go. You just had to ask them the right question. You asked them the wrong question. That's all it was.
I had to stick the word insane there. People get crazy for that.
There it is. There it is. But first off, let's just say, across the board, all of these teams performed incredibly well. Again, you know, just calling out, there was never just like one team that kind of was ahead of the pack the whole time. Fish Fam was starting to get there, right? Like, they were that one team that was like, wait, they were the only ones that had that insane time. But, you know, everyone really showed up in massive ways. We're going to calculate the standings. For now, I think we're going to send it actually down the stage. We've got Poogie standing by with the Fish Fam, so let's hear from them.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I am down here with the Fish Fam. Again, I feel like I've been talking to you guys all day.
Alors, une cinquième vague.
Coming over to the interview, you had to put your shoes back on. Was your performance so great that you knocked your own socks off? Is that what happened there?
It's all about, like, getting comfortable. Like, if you play like you play at home, you'll play better. So that's what I did.
So just being completely comfortable, that's why you took your shoes off?
Yep, yeah.
I mean, it definitely works for you. You were the last one alive. What was that pressure like for you?
I mean, I just took my time and did what I've done like for like the past year, do the front, and it worked out.
And were your teammates coaching you through that whole thing?
Yeah, they were talking to me, like, just telling me to chill, like, do whatever I want, take my time, yeah.
That's awesome. It definitely makes a difference when you have such a supportive team. Now, Scissors, I'm going to come to you and talk to you for just a moment. Now, this has to be an amazing moment for you, winning the death run like this. Now, how well-versed are you in just having one life to live on these death runs?
I mean, I feel like I did very well, but these guys they're the GOATs. They're the best. I make all these maps, and these guys are the ones breaking the world records, so I had them on my team to carry me to the victory.
Well, that's what I love to see. Amazing team synergy, amazing teamwork. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations again. Zeke, back to you.
Man, what a humble team leader Scissors is. But, you know, mad respect to Zan. I like that he pointed out specifically, you know what? I just gotta play like I'm at home. I have to get comfortable. For me, I'm the same way. You're like, right, you know, just take the shoes off, right?
You can get comfortable, but there is no way that this feels like home. There is no way that this feels like home. And with the pressure, you never have that kind of experience. That is a once-in-a-lifetime thing to do. That's just crazy.
But also to have his team there, right? They had his back. They were lifting him up saying, look, take your time. In fact, speaking of team, we actually have a listen in. Let's go back and relive that moment, but from their perspective.
Here we play.
Get up there, left side.
Left side?
Left side, left side. Yep, left side. You're good.
AFK.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that. No, I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. Yeah, wait, no, go back. Get that coin.
The next one is free. The next one is free. No. The next one is free. Shut up. The next one is free.
Shut up.
Man, that was pretty hectic. But as a resounding, hey, leave the coin, seemed like that was the play.
Absolutely. He was considering. You saw him circling his mouse on that
he was like, but
I left it. I had to go back.
But it's right. I'll go back.
But that was so genius for all the teams who got that far to realize that coin was not worth going back for, or even going for in the first place. Remember how we were so shocked that they didn't go for it, and we realized later that's because if you try to go for it, you will end up getting eliminated.
Right.
Because it's too difficult to make that bunny hop to the coin, grab the coin, and then continue forward. You have to lose your momentum.
Those bunny hops are key to making that jump over the double danger. But man, we're calculating those standings. We're going to see who's winner. Honestly, I've been trying to do this in my head.
We need the experts.
We need the experts, all right? I've got stuff written down, but like I can't read the code, all right? It's not coming to me. This literally could go anyone's way. And again, because those silver llamas are scattered, any team that wins that gold llama is going to win.
Let's recall the couple of
games that we had.
So Sky Station Showdown came down to the Funky Fighters in that final deep all being pretty much uncontested. Nobody realized that they had their two opportunities, and they took them. They took them both. Skyrocketed from last place to first place. That put them in first in the first game.
But also, don't forget Ravens.
J'ai bien peur qu'il y ait une cinquième vague.
Right? They came in second place.
So, Junkyard Juke next. Okay, Junkyard Juke, we know for sure that Fish Fam did well and Little Whip Warriors did well.
Yep.
So Fish Fam is the ones who won the last one. Just unbelievable, world run in total. Who was in second in the world?
On se chier.
Ravens Revenge. So Ravens Revenge in the first game. Second game. They had a poor performance in Junkyard.
Là, on se chie.
They actually were in last place. But that's what I'm saying. And then I think back to earlier games, right? Because it's kind of like a cumulative thing. So, but Ravens Revenge had those three. The first match from World Run was the first place with 29 coins. The second, they came in second with 29 coins. But then in third, everyone had kind of figured it out. They still did manage to make the second time of 636. But what does that mean for all of? I'm getting. Okay, all right. I need to take a deep breath here.
Well, what we can all agree on was that this was an awesome, whole thing in general. The entire Creative World Cup, all three of those maps. You got to give props to the map makers. What was it? 17 builders in total. All these maps, they came together to make them, and they're beautiful and they're amazing to play. So huge props to them, the builders here for the Creative World Cup. Just awesome. All from the community.
Props worth 10 points.
Come on.
Got him, baby. Yeah, you like that. You like that. I got him. As soon as he said it, I was like, this guy set himself up. I have to pull the trigger. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But seriously, again, just man, this was so much fun. This was so much fun. And I think too, this was the first half.
C'est cool, hein?
Ouais, c'est cool.
I just thought about that. So we stopped
more coming.
Bah, sinon tu pourrais t'as qu'à dire.
Comment
dire, t'as qu'à traduire ce qu'ils disent.
Regardless. Just all around.
Je sais un peu ce qu'il raconte là.
Our favorite moments here. What were your favorite moments here, Zeke, from this Creative World Cup? Was it the Funky Fighters taking the point? Was it that last moment with Sand?
Okay.
Fish Fam.
So that was definitely, absolutely. If that wasn't your favorite moment of the whole Creative Finals, I'm not sure what else could top that. Maybe there's something I'm not thinking about. I think back to when you know, the Fish fam, they had to clutch up that win, and they come through with the 5:25 time. We watched Scissors in that run. He just tore through 4 obstacles, literally back-to-back in one line. Now, eventually, he was eliminated, but still, like, that takes so much precision, and he made it look easy. That's not something that you just do. I mean, I'd argue he's the grandfather of creative, right? Like, he's the guy that stepped forward and said, hey, you want to do this thing called a death run? And people are like, what? He's like, hey,
what?
Do you like traps? Do you like respawning?
How iconic for that moment to be Scissors and his team. And how iconic would it be if that world run ended up being the decider? But besides that, I know a lot of people here were interested in Lachlan's final performances. We're going to go ahead and take a listen in with his team at the end of that run for him.
Sandy, I'm going to start playing, okay?
All right, yeah.
Or
Go
actually, no, I'll start playing when you get to the impulse bar.
What?
Let's go.
Putain, ils vont jouer avec leur tête de ballon en plastique. Quoi? Leur tête en ballon de plastique. Je sais pas.
No.
He actually almost hit that line.
I think if he had thrown that impulse the moment he went up, he actually would have impulsed over. Like, it would have been a little hop.
I was thinking the wall there.
Yeah.
Right? Just bouncing himself off the wall at the last moment. That would have been crazy. That would have been clutch.
That would have been insanely
clutch. That would have gotten everybody out of their seats because it was those last 3 teams.
Yeah.
Those last 3 teams. I'm glad we got him to, you know, get the confidence to go for the jumps.
Look, it's tough. Like, honestly, like, and then that kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. You know, when you've been doing this world run over and over. Because don't forget, even in those, when we were in that big section, like, he was killing it. Absolutely. But then when you're like, okay, we're going to the Golden Games, these things have remixes, which is kind of the way I'm thinking.
Les ballons McDonald's.
We can all earn points. What's our strategy? Then we go to the junk.
De quoi, dans le live là ou?
Props. You know, maybe I've been running around as a 2-point prop. Maybe I've been that guy that's been rolling in with the 2-point props.
T'as eu des ballons McDonald's
like, oh yeah, world run, we got it, no problem. Oh, we have a
Moi, je vois pas de ballon là. Je vois.
And that face that he made,
bizarre.
He made the jump. That needs to be made into an emote for sure. Exactly. Zeke's got it perfectly. Just unbelievable. The pressure that these guys were under in those final moments. Still calculating his standings, of course, Zeke.
It was just too close. It was so unbelievable. We have to make sure this is correct. Because, I mean, at the end of this, we crowned the first ever Fortnite World Cup creative champions. They are creative world champions. The idea of that in itself.
Normal, j'ai pas capté. Bah, tu m'étonnes, j'ai pas capté, mec là.
It's true too, because how many countries were here? Like more than.
Over
McDonald's,
these 32 players, there was 19 different countries represented across all 8 teams.
That is a World Cup. That is awesome.
En fait, je crois que c'est la pause là.
Again, I'm just.
C'est la pause et je crois que ça va commencer.
Remember them in the Junkyard Juke? They came out on top. They had great guard
Oui, ils
performances.
racontent leur vie,
They
je
had
crois.
great runs, the props, the timing that they had. Everything.
C'est un peu relou là quand
matters.
même.
And when you look back at it and you're really reflecting, all those single props, the timing that Ninja had when he got into those last couple of seconds, remember? Because it was Ninja and Taldak who ended up getting those props at the last couple. It was literally 20 seconds to go in the map. And they clutch up and make sure that their lead is solidified between first and second.
Yeah, I mean, this seriously could go any way. And we're getting closer and closer to finding out who that is, who will ultimately take home that golden llama and be the Fortnite world champions of creative. I mean, we hope you guys here in the stadium are enjoying all the action. I know it's tense. I know. I'm right there with you. My heart is racing. I'm tense too. I feel it. Trust me. And I know for sure these guys on the stage are feeling the exact same way, okay? And now we're getting closer.
Mais c'est toi, tu m'as fait peur.
They're feeling so tense. Ridiculously tense.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. If I'm them, I'm literally just, my heart is beating.
Tu l'entends
I'm
twirling
my thumbs. I'm doing that right now with my pen. I'm not even playing.
Là, j'entends.
We have calculated the final standings. The votes have been tallied, and the winner of the Golden Games and the overall winner of the Fortnite Creative World
il annonce les gagneurs.
Is the Fish Fam! Scissors, the grandfather of the death run of Creative itself, has come through. Zan put the entire team on his back.
Ouais, regardez les petits coups, ouais, regardez, ouais. Oh, le lama en or.
We'll claim the gold llama balla, and we will claim the
regardez.
$1 million prize pool.
Iconic that this team, Scissors, the first World Cup trial.
Y a rien dedans,
These three guys were the first qualified players to come through. Zan clutching up in the final moments. Suzu just getting the first record on that map, on the world run, and for it to be in that style. And then, of course, Tyler, we can't forget him. As we see them celebrate together, there's the Golden Llama.
Je me demande comment ils peuvent voir le mec.
That's right, they're splitting it 4 ways. Absolutely massive. But just like you said, I want to just echo this again. Mad props to the entire team. It was not just one person that carried, it was a team effort. And Zan there in that last moment came in clutch. Scissors tearing through all of the traps that needed to be. Tyler back in the prop hunt, needed to just find those shots left and right. Suzu being the first, hitting that massive number of 520.
$1 million.
Come out on top, and here is just another.
Team Agotaga, $315 000, ça va en vrai. 1 345 000 $.
They were so close. If they had picked up a win there, that might have been enough to put them over the edge. But again, every single team here
en faisant des putains de games, en faisant des putains de runs. C'est n'importe quoi.
Mais même les derniers, 195 000, ça va, ils sont pas
en vrai.
non plus. Tout le monde se met bien.
That was close. That was so close. Within $30,000 between second and third, and that's how, of course, you do earn that llama depending on which set.
Ça y est.
But all that prizing cumulative. So there you have it. Creative World Champions, it's done.
Comment c'est?
And it's not even.
This is only half, by the way.
Là, il a
this is
parler.
day 1, and we're halfway through the show. We still have Pro-Am. Oh, by the way, we still have duos tomorrow.
Le caster là, il arrive plus à parler. Là. Il a bugué. Me too. Me too. Moi aussi.
What an unbelievable day.
It's going to be a great weekend. I can't wait to see what it was ahead. And already this day has started off fantastic with this creative action. I was expecting amazing things, and we got it.
That's right, man. Well, of course, we need to crown them the creative champions. So that's enough from us on the desk. Let's actually send it down to Golden Boy to crown ourselves some champions.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. What a grueling run this was, but we have finally come down to it. And we have crowned our champions. But we got to make it official, baby. And there's only one way to do that. It's right here in the winner's circle. So why don't everyone here at Arthur Ashe Stadium, let's welcome to the stage the Fish Fam.
Regarde le poisson là. Tu verras demain le tournoi duo, mec, ça va être rempli les tribunes.
Congratulations, guys! One more time, give it up for the Fish Fam! Gentlemen, those trophies right there, they're yours. Lift them up for the crowd here to see.
Wow. Ça a bugué.
Oh mon dieu.
Ah, il y en a beaucoup trop là. Arrêtez, ça bug. Putain. Ah. C'est que de planter, moi.
Ouais, moi. À toi aussi?
Ouais.
Moi aussi.
Je suis sur le poisson. Putain. Ouais. Yes. Ça, yes. Super. Ça marche bien en tout cas.
that one jump won this group here an extra $1 million. So you got yourself $1 million off of a jump. How does that feel today, my man?
Ils vont se mettre bien.
I can't describe it. It's unreal. Like, I don't know what to say, to be honest.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with the money?
Probably, I don't know. I didn't plan for this.
Responsible.
Il sait pas ce qu'il va faire de son argent.
Right? That's what we're gonna go for, right? Yeah. All right, sounds good. All right, well, guys, gentlemen, congratulations once again. Your winners and creative world champions, the Fish Fam.
Allô?
Ouais.
Oh, moi je pouvais plus parler.
Ah. Pour des couilles en or, mais bien sûr. Je déconne pas là-bas.
It's time to play some Fortnite. And one more goes over and that's it. While the Record Co takes the first match. 1,000 Gotaga and Raven Revenge. That's it. His feet touch the ground. The impulse.
C'est Gotaga qui a gueulé là ou?
Takes it for the funky fighters.
They are very close.
Yeah, don't. The Chicken Champions have done enough to round out the final match.
Barely missed there. Finally hits the bouncer and he's gone. There it is.
Oh, he's holding a trophy.
Wow, trop bien ça. L'animation avec le trophée.
Let them hear you right now. Let's hear it for all these teams.
The cutoff crew is keeping it very close. They're keeping it very close.
Lynn, come on, you have to go.
Oh, he hit that person from the blind.
Wait, it's okay. He used the rock.
The recovery.
Right. They knew about it.
The coin.
No!
This coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated.
There it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger. The Fish Fam.
Okay, hey guys, I'm Bloom Falconer. I'm from the South Bay in California. My city is called Redondo Beach.
Hello, my name is Arkham and I am from California. I'm really excited to come here because the Fortnite World Cup is a great opportunity to show like you have all the best players around the whole world, so I want to see if I can prove myself to be the best or not. I think our competition is probably, the biggest one is probably ourselves.
Yeah, other than that, probably Cease and Elevate.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah, they're pretty nuts.
Yeah. I think the biggest moment I had was finding Arkham as a duo partner, actually. It wasn't anything that really happened in game. I went through a rough patch. I didn't have a duo. I ended up like not working out with my previous duo, and I was kind of nervous because World Cup was coming up, and I ended up finding Arkham, and we played a few games, and we knew it was clicking, so.
Oh, holy. Alright, I would just like to thank my family and friends for supporting me all the time.
I really want to shout out the boys back home. Thank you so much for all the support.
Hey guys, it's Kitty Plays, and I'm in the player lounge right now, and I want to know if these guys could describe Fortnite in 3 words, what would it be? For me, it's cool dance moves.
Sweaty, fun, and colorful.
I feel like the most common one from me and my friends when we play Fortnite is he's one shot. So, yes, and he's never one shot. Yeah.
Wild, creative, and fun.
Those are some good words.
Unique, challenging, and creative. Yeah.
Fortnite.
Amazing. Amazing.
Clapping bots, bro.
I appreciate that one. Yeah. If you could describe Fortnite in 3 words, what would it be?
Super hyper entertainment. Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
Run, build, bush. I don't know. Fingers crossed, man. That's my 3 words. Fingers crossed, man. Yeah.
My name is Aiden. I'm from Ohio, and I'm a professional Fortnite player for Ghost.
My name is Sean. I'm from British Columbia, Canada, and I'm also a professional player for Ghost.
Sean and I were both looking for a partner. We just tested it out, and we ended up taking 5th place the first duo week of the open qualifiers. He is more of a passive player, and I'm more of an aggressive player. I think we really just combine, and we help each other out a lot. Like, if I'm going to push a fight, and it's a bad fight, he'll just, he's passive, so he'll make sure I don't get eliminated. It's an honor to be here, really, with all these players. There's people here that I've never heard of, and, they could be millionaires by the end of the week, so just stay confident. We're gonna
non, ça a commencé là, c'est le problème, ça y est.
It's a really good feeling just to be able to play against everybody, and you gotta be elite to get here, so it's just a good time.
Stay on your grind, and don't let anyone stop you.
Parce que Merci.
7 minutes, c'est...
Wow.
I am
C'est la
here
régie,
at
ça.
Obbs Island. I have taken over. This is where our observers are. So
C'est la
talent
régie,
in-game
ça.
that are following
Mon
all
Dieu.
of the players around, getting their perspectives. And I am joined by one of our observers here. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Who are you? What are you doing? What's your job?
Sure, yeah, my name's Teco. I'm one of the head observers here, so we like to capture the in-game portion as well as we can, and we really want to make sure that we're showing off the game correctly. So we have to organize the teams properly, and then my job specifically is to make sure we're covering the action that we really want to see.
Makes sense. A huge fan experience that you are essentially having to capture with all of these screens here. It can get a little bit hectic here, I've heard. How do you guys keep calm?
Yeah, really, we're just a huge team atmosphere here.
C'est bien dans 6 minutes
Kind of just, like
y a
any
pas...
old sports team, really. Like, we're all best friends, we hang out after, we have fun on the way out here, we have fun when we're here, and it's always a good atmosphere in here. People come here to relax, it's the island.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to talk to me about this. Fortnite is all about fun first and foremost, so while you guys are out here in the crowd at home watching the World Cup this weekend, you have Teco to thank for all of those awesome observer shots.
En attendant, je reviens.
Vas-y.
Hi, I'm Kat and I'm from Australia. I think Salty is definitely by far my favorite drop spot since there's a lot of loot and it's central of the map, so it's easy to rotate. Right now my biggest competition is definitely my duo partner Soz. He's also competing in the Soz competition. Wow, it's definitely heavy, but yeah. Wow, it actually looks really cool. Can't wait to see you at the Fortnite World Cup.
Hey, le monstre. Ouais, il a à peine 10 ans. Ouais. C'est l'événement, ça.
Lachlan. I'm here in New York for the Creative World Cup.
Je vais chercher un truc là-bas.
The Creative World Cup was a lot of fun, and actually very excited for the Fortnite Pro-Am with Liam McIntyre. So I actually met Liam at the Pro-Am last year. He was RÉSEAUX partner. Super cool dude, down to play some games. Looking forward to it. We haven't had any time in to play together yet, but I think it'll be fine. So the charity I've chosen is the Logan Pediatric Hospital, and this is like a local hospital back home in Queensland where I'm from. My brother broke his arms, had to spend like 2 weeks there back in the day, so just trying to get back to the local area. My favorite weapon right now in the current meta, probably leaning towards the combat shotgun or the pump. I switched between both of those. Probably going to lean more towards the combat for the Pro-Am, but with the recent nerf, maybe the pump. I'll see. It depends if I'm taking long range or close range fights. Probably more long range because I'm playing a bit more safe today. So for the last Pro-Am in LA, I actually dressed up as my codename Elf skin. Unfortunately this time, won't be looking as cool. I got a nice little kit for my whole team. We got all of our flags on one side from each country that we're from. And of course the Creative World Cup logo and our names on the back. Because you know what they say, you look good, you play great.
Ouais, c'est bon.
Ouais.
What's going on, guys? Jordan Fisher here with Ewok, Sundown and Zeke, and Ewok and I want to show you guys some ASL that we use to communicate with maybe where we're dropping, certain things that need to happen late game in competitive situations. Are you guys cool to learn some of that with us? You guys can try this at home as well. Maybe if you're in the
Ah ouais, c'est une joueuse muette. Elle est super forte.
Right? You want to talk about it a little bit beforehand. It's very important. It's really simple. Actually, you're going to have the letter that you, at the beginning of it, maybe it's Salty Springs, right? You're just going to have an S, and then show what it is on the side, right? Gotcha. There's a hand.
Elle a été au Pro-Am de l'E3 là cette année. Et c'est une joueuse, elle est muette. Elle est super forte.
Right? Maybe you need to tell somebody, okay, tunnel.
Et muette.
Oh, so you like make a tunnel. You literally just make a tunnel with your hands. It's that simple. It's right here, right? This last one is interesting. I don't really know how to explain it per se, but we're just gonna.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
And it's this right here.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
C'est ma chaise, c'est ma chaise.
No, so he said it was situational.
La chaise fait ça bon.
Look, can you show us one more
time?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay.
It's this right here.
Attends, c'est ta chaise, c'est qui?
So it definitely, that to me looks like high ground retake because it's like he's going up and then they're able to get it and then they're good, so they start shooting.
Non, je rigole.
C'est bien toi qui fais ça bruit.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Non, c'est pas moi.
Thank you so much.
Ça me pourrait avec du bord de l'eau Jadel. Ça c'est pas très sympa mec, hein, mais bon.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, bonesies and everyone in between, welcome back. We are now into the Pro-Am pre-show. In just a little bit, you're going to see 100 of the top Fortnite players and celebrities battling it out on the Battle Royale Island. My name is Sundown, joined here by Bala TW. Bala, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing amazing. Literally, we couldn't have a better ending to the Creative Finals. And to top it all off, we get to go right into the Pro-Am.
J'espère que vous êtes chaud sur le live.
A lot of our favorite Fortnite personalities with a celebrity figure, and as it proves to be many times, it's going to be awesome.
Ah là, je suis bien mon vrai.
J'espère que vous êtes pas chaud.
Back in LA, and we're excited to do it again. And there's actually some pairs here who have played before. We'll get into that a little bit later. Excited to be here and excited to see these guys take the stage, and also to get VR kicked off. But let's talk a little bit about what we saw in the creative final. I think it's almost poetic that Scissors was able to take it away on the last World run. His team, known for the Deathwoods, known for being one of the first major pioneers of creative as a whole. It was a game mode people hadn't got, and it took the Fortnite world by storm. And to see them clutch up in the golden game in the final moment. And it was the team that got to listen to the call.
Iconic. That's basically all you can say about that. The first to even have their creative trials to qualify in, and then of course the first 3 players to qualify for the Creative World Cup. So that's all I can say. Iconic. That's it.
Like it has to be, and you know they're celebrating after the fact that Fish Fam able to get out there and do it. And it was kind of a come from behind because they were there. They're relatively consistent over the course of it, but they really caught up to speed. And for me, that's largely about what Fortnite and Creative in particular for this final.
C'est trop bien fait, on dirait qu'ils sont dans le jeu.
Can you adapt to what's going on around you, and how are you able to work with your teammates to maximize your potential? Fish Fam able to do that. Congratulations to all of you guys. It was a pleasure to watch that, and also just the fact that they beat the world run so fast. We spent weeks testing it. Before that moment, there had been 3 people, period, who had ever finished it, and we watched them absolutely destroy the course.
The second try they even attempted, and they completed it faster than they even did in the next one. So just unbelievable performance. And it's got to be also the rest of those guys who played in Creative, unbelievable there. But it's not over here. We've got the Pro-Am coming up. We're here at the Fan Festival. People are hanging out. People are having a good time.
People are hanging out, having a good time, and filtering inside as well.
Oui, c'est bien des
Players
écrans.
are getting ready. We're almost to the point where we're ready to go, but we still need to talk about what's up for grabs here in the Pro-Am. $3 million on the line, but per usual, all going to charity for a good cause, for some fun. Actually got to go up to the Players Lounge, talk to some of the guys, and they're incredibly happy to just be here, meet the other players, had the positive interactions all around gaming. It's about those shared experiences, getting out there with your friends, interacting, having the time, whether it's on VR, in real life, whatever you need to do. That's what video games are all about.
That's what it is all about, and I've seen actually a number of World Cup qualified players who are going to be playing tomorrow and on Sunday, just hanging around, doing some, you know, fan meets, doing some signings, all sorts of stuff, and just overall having a good time watching the games, playing in the Fan Festival.
I mean, you need to get used to this environment. If you haven't been down here, if you have a ticket, come on down. Check those out because there is so much going on. So many people to talk to. The players are around here. We're hanging out. And also, don't forget, if you're at home, you can tune in and join the fun. You can use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Go to Fortnite.com/watch. There is so many ways for you to get involved and just be a part of this. This entire thing is a spectacle. It's more than just the Battle Royale and the stuff that's playing, and it's about these players and celebrating the awesome stuff that they do.
The interactions, whether online or in person, are amazing. I haven't yet gotten a chance to take a look at that hashtag after that Creative World Cup, after Sand hit that jump. I can't wait to do it later, go back in time on Twitter and see what that's, see what the reaction was.
Because during one of the tests, I mean, we had like a relatively similar moment. The entire stadium was empty, and I thought I was about to pass out. Like, I hit the castle jump, and I literally stood up, and I was like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Like, I'm good. This is the most amazing moment.
So le son est dégueulasse. Bah non. T'as une micro-cravate, mec, ils sont bien. Enfin, c'est clair, leur truc, c'est pas pris sur Amazon. Hein. Là, déjà, le casque qu'ils ont, là, il vaut au moins...
Creative World Champion, and that moment is just the start to an amazing weekend. We're going to have so many more little moments like that that will define people's gaming careers, or maybe it'll just be the kickstart of it.
Yeah, it will be the kickstart of it. I'm pretty sure for a lot of these guys, it's going to be the kickstart. It started off in the Fortnite World Cup all the way back in April. They played for 10 weeks. They competed. Program's going to be a little bit of a preview of that. It's going to be amazing. All the preparation, all the hard work, all the friendships and, you know, the heartbreaks, everything. It's going to be so cool to watch.
And one thing I'm particularly excited about with the Pro-Ams is seeing the evolution of just kind of, I don't want to say the casual game, but these guys really kind of press it. You've seen every single time somebody is bringing something new, whether it's the professional players or the celebs who are coming. I mean, just Joey Bosa last time was doing this like reverse ramp top rotation, and it was gorgeous. But the players are ready and out on the stage, so enough from us. We are going to kick off the Celebrity Pro-Am with a pair you probably saw before. It is Robert Abisi and Ghost Aiden. Robert now being one half of the electronic duo known as Lost Kings. You know them from their songs Bad and You, and before they were famous, their first paid gig was in a bowling alley. Him and Aiden competed last time in the Pro-Am, and were one interaction short of taking home that top spot.
They came in second, lost only by 4 points in a 1v1 that went Symphony's way. Aiden against Symphony, what a memorable moment from that Pro-Am.
and Aiden is also one of 2 controller players who has qualified for the duo portion of the Fortnite.
Présente les duos là.
Ouais. On to our next duo. Mario Hezgonza and
Nick
Mario, of course, being the professional shooting guard for the Portland Trail Blazers. He is also representing Croatia on their national team. And then Nick Mertz, all about the M-Fam rep in there. Had a fantastic barbecue last week. Definitely recommend you check that out. Did some awesome stuff for
Xbox, c'est beaucoup plus simple.
He's excited to be here.
Ouais.
Originally competed in Gears of War, made his name through streaming, and now has a very thriving community.
Mario Zonja on the Portland Trailblazers. He hails out of Croatia.
Je connais pas par contre Mario.
Continue on inside the Arthur Ashe Stadium. We have Nick Shanholtz and Ghost Sean. Nick Shanholtz being the other half of the Lost Kings duo, of his brother being Robert Abisi, and of course they are best known for tons of awesome remixes by Imagine Dragons, Vance Joy, and then standing next to him there is Sean, the Fortnite pro, who's, you know, competing with Aiden. You talked about it.
Yeah, he was one of the first original young lords coming out of North America. The Canadian player, so incredibly strong and gifted and known for intelligent decision-making at all points in the game. If you're able to eliminate him, congratulations, because not a whole lot of people are able to do that.
Yeah. We continue on again. It's going to be this time somebody that we all know. It's Nav and Tfue.
Tfue.
And you can see them excited to be here. Don't know how much of an introduction these two need now. The Canadian rapper, singer, songwriter, and record producer. And then Tfue. I mean, come on. One TwitchCon, qualified week 3 of the solo competition in first place. You watch him all the time because he streamed all of those games. No delay, live, saying, bring on the world, nothing is stopping me, and he is here to set the status quo at the Pro-Am. He wants a title.
Wants a title. We're going to go ahead and listen to see if they're prepared.
Je crois que t'as tout avant moi.
Let's listen in.
Okay, Nav, do you have any messages for your opponents today?
Just don't be surprised if I box you and trap kill you or something. So, yeah.
Il est gêné.
We'll be pretty high up in the rankings.
Ils vont envahir la zone 51.
All right, get it.
Did you expect anything but confidence from that duo? Nav has been in there with the scrims. Now on to the next one. We have some more veterans here. Whit Lowry and Cloaksy. This is now actually Whit's 3rd time competing on the Pro-Am stage. Him and Cloaksy have been there. Whit is ready to play. He's excited to be here. Best known as the American rapper. Before he got into music, he was a big fan of graphic design. He got his name coming out from Witty, but he wants a victory on the stage. And I mean, what more do you need to know about Cloaksy?
Yeah, Cloaksy wants one too. He was at the summer block party, didn't manage to break top 20, but this time, who knows? He won the TwitchCon skirmish. He's experienced. He's played in plenty of skirmishes. He's played in Pro-Ams before, so we'll see what he can bring out today.
And he's used to playing on the main stage. And on to our next duo, we have Ashley Rickards in Exile. Ashley, best known as the actress for her roles on One Tree Hill and Awkward. She also rides and trains horses and works with a pet therapy program that helps special needs children and the elderly. That is the best that I've heard. Big fan of that as well. And Exile, one of the famous Russian Fortnite streamers. He's a big fan, wanted to be on the stage, wants to compete among the best of the best. And honestly, he looks ready, busting out the floss emote right there.
Looks ready. See if he is ready when he takes the stage and gets ready to compete. And now it's time to hear from them, of course. From Ashley Rickards, let's listen to see what she had to say ahead of the competition.
All right, Ashley, do you have any words for your opponents today?
I'm coming for you, and if I'm not, I'm hiding from you. But I'm coming for you first, so watch it.
Ça, c'est des gens, ils n'ont jamais joué au jeu.
If you cannot see me coming, that'd be amazing.
That doesn't seem like indecisiveness. That seems like a solid plan. Hide or go for them. We're going to go continue inside the stadium. We have a duo that I think a lot of people are going to be excited for. We're going to start with Sagala and Dr. Lupo.
Dr. Lupo.
What more can you say about these pairs? Dr. Lupo, of course, you know him, one of Time's top 25 influential people on the
DJ.
Let's see if he can be influential in this game. Sagala, the English DJ, record producer, and remixer from Norwich and Norfolk. He's had 6 singles charts in the top 10 on the UK singles. That's incredibly impressive. They want to have a positive showing here Lupo, you know, after the last promo, he's got a little bit of a chip on his back. He wants to show up and outplay the rest of them show. He's not too old to hang with the best of these kids.
He is not.
C'est juste pour exister le gros pas.
I've been playing all sorts of games with him this week. He's ready to play. We're going to continue forward with Dante Basco and Tim the Tatman.
Ah ouais.
I mean, Dante Basco or
Tim the Tatman.
As Prince Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then Tim the Tatman, one half of the Girthquake, has been there forever, all about the Twitch stream, involving his community, the Tatman army. They're about it, and when you see him on the stage, like, I wouldn't want to run into that duo, whether it's in a back alley or in the kitchen. They look scary.
I wouldn't want to, but when I see that picture of Tim, I just have to say that is so adorable.
I mean, you look like he's got the hands out there, 72 hours pose, ready to fight, and then just the most adorable, friendly smile. Like, I just wanted to give him a hug. But now we're going to go on to the next pair. We have John Ha and Wade CN. Wade being the Fortnite streamer all the way from China. He says the flint-knock is how he is able to capitalize on the island. John Wan is a dancer and choreographer to the dance group, the Kinjaz. He makes appearances on World of Dance and the Dance Arena competition, and sometimes he even teaches dance at their dojo.
So we'll see if the Chinese competition out of Wade is going to step up. We're going to get a taste of that also in the World Cup tomorrow. But here in Pro-Am, we'll see if they can compete, see if they can hang.
And I'm all about the flint-knock plays, man. If you're bringing that out and you're going at people, I've seen some ridiculous clips that he's pulled out with it, but some more players who are capable of ridiculous clips, whether it's on the basketball court or on the Fortnite island. It is Aaron Gordon and Ali A. Ali A being one of the original Fortnite content creators. In July of 2015, he's awarded 2 Guinness World Records for his gaming channel.
Ah, normalement, on va bientôt avoir de rugby, Airwax.
Magic, he plays as both a power forward and a small forward, and as you can tell, he's not that small. He's 6'9" out there, looking to tower over and dunk on the competition.
And we've seen him do it so many times in the dunk competitions. It's awesome to see, and Ali A does something that I didn't even know was possible, which is get Guinness Book of World Records in YouTube. That's insane.
Record breakers all around, and now another pair you're probably familiar with, Chandler Riggs and One Shot Girl. You saw them at the Creative Showdown. That is the most adorable wave, and Chandler broke first with Chandler Riggs, the actor and DJ, best known as Carl Grimes on The Walking Dead, and then One Shot Girl, the Fortnite YouTuber and streamer, previously had a PC world record for most Fortnite squad elims in one round when she was playing with some of her other competitors, Tfue, Cloaksy, and Nick A30. Let's have a listen in with what One Shot Girl said ahead of the competition.
All right, Julie, do you have any
C'est malaisant les potes derrière quand même.
I do. I have the best teammate, Chandler Riggs. Our communication, our teamwork is on point, and we are coming for every single person in the lobby. So we will see you guys out there.
You love to see it from One Shot Girl. Awesome there. We're going to continue forward to introduce our next pair. It's going to be Sarunas Jackson and Action Jackson. So a Jackson pair.
The Jackson duo there. Also big congratulations to Action Jackson. Just going full time there with this stream. Paul, you're well on your way. And Sarunas Jackson is an actor and writer who you might recognize from the series Insecure. He has also played professional basketball in Asia, so you know what? He might be able to dunk on him too.
The Jackson 2. See if they'll show up here today at the Pro-Am.
C'est un petit fils de Michael Jackson.
Awesome duo. See if there's action ahead for them. We're going to continue forward. Freddie Stroma and Yoshi. Freddie Stroma, an English actor.
Oh, Yoshi!
In movies like Pitch Perfect or Harry Potter movies. Or
Yoshi!
Dick Entirely on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, big fan of all of those. Yoshi. Paired up with Yoshi, the coach/commentator/manager/ do all for Solari. We've seen him on the World Cup broadcast. If you've watched any of the French streams, you know him. Incredibly analytical and intelligent when it comes to Fortnite. This duo is going to look to break down their opponents. And the next pair is a pair that might be tough to break down. Tons of experience coming out between Cody Walker and Dwagby. Cody Walker, the American actor starting the show in the rough. He's also known for his work in the Fast and Furious movie Furious 7, where he helped complete it after his brother's passing. Dwagby, he was part of the Millennium team on League of Legends, so another one of those former LoL pros who have been over here. He's been a part of that roster also as a coach, so I mean a lot of knowledge being brought to the stage. Cody was also at the Summer Block Party, so he's got the experience.
And I gotta give some love to Cody because I just found out that he's been a PC gamer since 1996. And he played games like MechWarrior 2, and that's where I started too. PC games, FPSs, and it's just awesome. We're gonna continue forward. Always just moving in the pace.
Bye bye bye.
And Nick A30. Max Carver, the actor who's had roles on shows like Desperate Housewives, Teen Wolf. Hold on, what are they? Oh, little flex from Nick A30 and Max Carver. They're ready to play. They're getting exercise even. They're getting their body flowing, their blood flowing.
Excuse me, did you say little flex? Did you see Nick's arm?
He's got guns!
Yeah, you better have a permit or something. I don't know who let you loot before, but like, you have to get on the battle bus. Like, you're not allowed to walk around with two legendary ARs like that. And then Max Carver on the side, like you said, Desperate Housewives, Team Wolf, The Leftovers, and he actually has an identical twin brother who stars in many of the roles. But now on to the next pair, because we're excited to get them out there. It's Graham Rogers and I Ferris. Graham is an actor known for his TV roles on Revolution, Ray Donovan, and Atypical. He's originally from Pennsylvania and moved to LA when he was 18 to pursue acting. Well, looks like it worked pretty well. I Ferris was born and raised in Saudi Arabia, came all the way to New York City to compete, has been around the Fortinte scene from the very beginning, and one of their major streamers and content creators.
We'll see if that T-pose from the both of them is going to be very, if it's going to hold up. Continue forward, another duo that I think a lot of people are going to be excited about. Not that we're not excited about everybody. It's Sean O'Malley and Courage JD.
Wow, listen to that roar, the other half of the Girthquake, and Courage just got knocked out. Sean did compete in that first Pro-Am as well. He's there, he's on the stage. These two towering, wait, what's going on right now? Excuse me, who? No.
Hey,
why do you
listen up. I know this is a very exciting time, but there's something very serious and near and dear to my heart that I think we should take a listen to. Roll the tape.
Hey everyone. As you know, streaming platforms like Twitch and YouTube have been around for ages. And very handsome, talented, good-looking gamers like myself need to take the necessary time to look after our old and brittle elders. One day, you get up out of your gaming chair and you're just not as quick. Or your jokes, well, they all turn to dad jokes. Hello. My name is Courage JD.
Mais comment il présente les dieux?
I'm extremely excited to announce my brand new charity. It's a cause near and dear to my heart. It's for our good friend, Dr. Lupo, who gets older every single day. In the past 6 months, hand-eye coordination, eyesight, and his hearing has completely gone downhill. So please, join me in supporting the Geriatric Gamer Foundation so my friend, Dr. Lupo, can get the help he so desperately needs. Thank you.
All right. Wow. Just, I mean, he doesn't look particularly happy about that, but he looks like he has something to say. He's going to type it on in there, and just going to fire it right back on Adam. Let's zoom on in, punch on that, and he said, what was that? Was able to, get Courage back a little bit, give the opportunity there. But you know what, Jack? I appreciate the foundation. If you are going to start it, Ben could use all the help he could get. Now we're going to go on to our next duo, and I'm going to need you guys to do something important up in the stands rather than clapping or yelling for them. I need you to put your hands up high in the air and wave them back and forth for Jordan Fisher and Ewok. Make sure you get a nice and loud, give them that applause. Jordan Fisher, the American singer, dancer, actor, quite literally does everything. I'm not even sure he's human. And then Ewok, the 13-year-old Twitch streamer, is completely deaf, uses ASL to communicate both with her partner and then uses the visual indicators. She's best known, well, for chasing down that man right next to her in the Pro-Am and making him pay.
Yeah, the most memorable moment from the Pro-Am at the Summer Block Party. Chase down Jordan Fisher and Dr. Lupo. Just unbelievable.
And we did see a bit beforehand. They might be the actual best Fortnite duo ever. .com. You can check them out there as well and see them on the stage. They're going to be looked to pressing it, but we're on to the next pair because they're excited to be here. It's Jordan Jones and Alexia Ray. Alexia being the social media star who originally became popular on Vine. So there you go. She's now a member of the popular YouTube channel Glams and has her own popular YouTube channel as well. Jordan Jones finished fifth on the dance reality show Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition in 2012. Since then, she's grown her own YouTube follow by making vlogs and music videos.
Awesome pair together. We'll see what they can bring to us.
C'est dit bon, jouer avec un garçon c'est chaud. On va jouer avec une fille.
Of course, introducing all. We're actually going to listen into what Jordan Jones had to say ahead of the competition.
All right, Jordan, do you have any words for your opponents today?
Oh yeah, I got my game face on today, and me and Alexia, my partner, we got the girl power. All you boys, just watch out. We're gonna be sniping. We're gonna be getting that victory royale. So peace out, boys. Go to sleep.
Hey, get it!
Good level of confidence there coming out of Jordan, and Alexia will also be confident, having been in this environment before, having been around major Fortnite competitions. She has no issue battling with the best of them. Now on to our next duo. It's RJ Mitty and Moyers 87. RJ, best known for his role for portraying Walter Jr. in Breaking Bad. He also has cerebral palsy, as his character does on the show. Had an opportunity to talk with him last night. Just a fantastic human being and really, really involved in gaming. Wants to be out there. Moyers 87 is a Spanish YouTuber who has brittle bone disease, but he says, hey, that doesn't stop me from competing with the best of the best on the top level. In this pair here to show that they will not be held back. They will be taking names and going after everyone.
Yeah, part of the reason I love this duo so much is RJ Mitty does such great things, but also Moyers. I love his reasoning that he likes gaming because it gives him a window into doing impossible things, which is just awesome. So we're going to continue forward, of course. It's Oak King and Sinu, who traveled all the way out from South Korea. There they are, and they're known for this. Sinu, one of the players who played at the
World Cup, dans la vue totale, bien sûr.
Are you watching that? That was the sickest intro I think I've ever seen. One, props to the cameraman too. Props to Sino as well. One of the players who came over and traveled out of the Asia region to compete in NA West and came so close to qualifying a number of times. People were looking like, wait, who are these? Why are they on the scoreboard? Who is this? And he was taking names and now is here to compete on the main stage. On to our next duo, we have Dead Drevel and Oscar Lod. Dead Drevel is the Mexican YouTuber who currently lives in Chicago. He creates content across 3 channels and is a gaming and entertainment streamer. His 3 daughters are watching him today from Houston. Shout out to you 3 daughters and everyone out there with family in the crowd. Oscar Lord is an Argentinian YouTuber who plays Fortnite and recently started getting into his own music, trying to sing, and has found a lot of success and help there. And on to our next duo, we have Wermuturo and Jelty. Wermuturo is a YouTube vlogger, gamer, and sketch comedian. He's been nominated for a number of awards for his channel. As this year, one of them was the top 10 Mexican YouTubers. And then Jelty, a Mexican competitive player that came so close to qualifying. That's also his little cheeky face reveal there. Got to talk to him last night. He was just like, hey, I'm happy to be on zero ping. Nobody is stopping me now.
Yeah, Jelty had an incredible rise throughout the World Cup qualifiers. You touched on it a little bit, but a strong performer all the way through. He plays Fortnite every day, he says, so who knows? Maybe he'll win a lot of money for his charity of choice.
I think he has the potential to do it. He's one of the most aggressive players there. And now on to our next duo. We have Greer Gamer and the Slayer 360. Greer, an actress and former beauty queen, best known as her role on Lisa Miller in the hit TV series Awkward. She held the title of Miss Teen Malibu for 2 consecutive years. That's the back-to-back. And she was Miss Regional California Teen in 2011. She also says she will never not play as Peach in Mario Party or Toad in Mario Kart. The Slayer 360, a YouTube from Mexico who says that he cannot say the letter R correctly. But
pire, les meilleurs.
Yeah, bet you can. I definitely can't. So we have something in opposite, I guess. We're going to continue forward, of course. Zorman and Jared Abramson are joining us on the floor. There they are. Ooh.
Oh, là on a métal.
Awesome hair flip right there. Come on, Zorman, do it again.
Just about to say, Zorman, all about the hair flip there. A famous Spanish YouTuber and magician. He studied programming and computer science. Jared Aberson is the Canadian actor known for his roles in American Animals, Hello Destroyer, and Travelers. But I think the more interesting the fact, he's a trained mixed martial artist and Muay Thai kickboxer. Has a record of 110 and 200 in each. But his MMA name, ready, Balla, get this? Wolfblood.
J'ai des putains d'insectes. Quand c'est pour... Putain.
Don't want to run into anybody like that. Now our next duo,
Robles and
Chigua. Robles, a well-known Argentinian YouTuber who lives in Ovaria, a province of Buenos Aires. Fun fact, he likes arugula and struggles to not eat it with every meal. And his partner there is Chigua, an Argentinian Fortnite player who used to play a lot on console, but now that he's wanted to up his game, he's gone to keyboard and mouse, and he's seen a lot of success in rapid growth.
That's awesome. A lot of players are doing the same thing, making the switch to controller to PC, so maybe some people will become fans of him. Next duo is David Williams and Wildcat. David Williams being the professional poker player and popular Magic the Gathering player. He also competed on tons of awesome shows, such as Season 7 of the popular Fox cooking show, MasterChef.
And honestly, if you want to cook for me, let me know, because he's looking to try and open up a restaurant. I'll come through. And then Wildcat has been around the scene forever. He's been playing games forever. You can check him out. We have a soundbite from both of these guys. Let's listen in to what these two competitors had to say.
All right, guys, what message do you have for your opponents?
Marksman and JT Brown need to stay on the far side of the map, avoid us if they want to have a chance to do well.
The other teams are in trouble. Most of the celebrities usually are pretty bad. I've seen a lot of these pro-ams. Unfortunately for them, I might have more hours playing Fortnite than most of the pros. I mean, I play all the time, but they're lucky. I get handicapped. I usually play on an iPad. Today I have to play on a controller, Xbox controller, but luckily I brought my Xbox with me. Been in the hotel grinding. He's been exploring New York City. He doesn't need to practice, but I'm ready.
All right, good luck, guys.
Wow, wise words from them there. And also calling out their buddies a little bit, saying, hey, JT and Markson, don't come anywhere near us. But our next duo, we have Michael Dreyer and Myth. Myth being one of the original builders in the community. All about it, getting a little bit in there, all about the dance moves. Myth was the one who pioneered a lot of the initial meta, encouraged people and pumped positivity into the community. Very popular streamer.
Jonathan, salut à toi. Yeah, il va gagner. Qui va gagner? On a Myth, Michael Dreyer. Il y a des gens que je connais pas.
Next up, we have Max Wax Motif, apologize for that, and Musuk, the Australian players. The first one, Wax Motif, the Australian DJ and music producer. It has influences from R&B to disco to UK bass, so all over the place, really, for Wax Motif.
Yes,
of course. Musuk, the American YouTuber who's actually based in Sydney, in South Wales. He likes to keep his content humorous. I always think of him as the player who tried to knock somebody off the mountain with a shopping cart in the first Pro-Am.
He was not successful, just to let you know. But on to our next duo. Alexander is the Japanese-Peruvian actor and model who has so many names that are amazing, but the last of which is Diablo. And then you have Vodka, the Japanese YouTube personality, whose skill level, he says, is as good as some of the best pros around the world. He says sometimes he has a bad mouth, but a gentle heart. It's okay, we'll help you fix up that filter here with a family-friendly audience.
Alexander,
they look excited to be here. And look at those shades on
Yo, le pigeon. Pourquoi le pigeon?
Stylish. I wonder if you can see inside, though. We're going to continue forward. The Japanese players. It's Ellie and Nekukun. Ellie, who joined us at the last Pro-Am, he's a Japanese dancer and performer for Japan's #1 boy band, Sandaime J Soul Brothers.
Romain qui a quitté.
He also has a solo rap project where he goes by the name of Crazy Boy. So let's see if he can get crazy on him today. And then Nekukun is his partner, the Japanese Fortnite streamer, who is pumped to be here, excited to take it on. Let's hear what Ellie had to say before the competition.
All right, Ellie, do you have any message for your opponents today?
Okay. I'm from Tokyo. Watch out for Crazy Boy. Sayonara. Bang.
Okay.
Like we said, got to watch out for the Crazy Boy. He's on a mission, wants to make it happen. Now our next pair is Claire Grant and Jacob. Claire Grant is the American actress, model, and producer who co-founded Team Unicorn, which has made a web series and music video parodies, including Geek and Gamer Girls and All About That Bass. Fun fact, she says her burps have been known to rattle windows. Hey, we got that in common. And then Jacob is a YouTube personality all the way from Poland, here to play some Fortnite, tear up the stage, and he says he wants to win some money for charity, but he's also just looking to have a good time.
And that he will have for sure. I'm absolutely amazed by that. We're going to continue forward. It's Business Boy and Frizz. Frizz, another Polish streamer who, you know, he enjoys Fortnite. He and his, look at that pink hair. It's awesome. His girlfriend has some as well, so awesome duo there. We'll see if this duo, though, of Business Boy and Frizz can do anything on the stage. Business Boy, the music producer who has worked with artists like Lil Nas X, Party Next Door. He's extremely athletic, as you can tell. We'll see if he can do anything with that athleticism on the stage.
Yes, and he has been called the basketball grade before.
Ouais, je sais pas, c'est un truc bah je sais pas, moi ça a marqué que c'est toi qui as cliqué, donc j'ai pas compris.
Oh, d'accord.
C'est pas grave.
You might recognize him from shows like That's So Raven, The Bernie Mac Show, and Misbehave. Symphony looking fantastic today. Definitely showered, got the gel in his hair. All about the streams, the content, and the fast edits. Originally known as the best editor in the West, he pioneered some of those quick resets and go, making people look foolish.
Yeah, still did it through the entire time in the summer skirmish. And continue through. Kyle Catlin from the Phantoms as well. And you heard Sundown say his brother was a teen actor. He was also a teen actor. He played on shows just like the Bernie Mac Show, which we already talked about, and 10 Things I Hate About You. And they became the duo that you know them about. It's the Phantoms. Moving forward as well, his duo partner, Kay. We just saw him perform in the Creative World Cup. And he's a British YouTuber, Twitch streamer, org owner, all this sorts of stuff. Is also known for the meme, you know it. That's insane, bro. That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. But now our next duo, all the way from down under, trying to prove they're here for you. It will not be easy, but they're hoping that one day they will find peace on the Battle Royale Island. Alice in Wonderland is the Australian electronic dance music producer. She has been best known for, well, her most recently, her single piece, her album, Run, in so many amazing things. She sings, plays the cello, and is also just a genuine human being. Likes to stress that it's all about positive mental health and being there for the other person. Loser Fruit, a very popular Australian streamer, part of the Click House, which includes multiple of Australian content creators, and she was the first Australian Twitch streamer to hit 1 million followers. And fun fact, she can do a perfect cartwheel.
That's amazing for Loser Fruit there. On the floor still, they're going to grace us with their presence. It's Desmond Chiam and Mr. Fresh Asian. And we have a lot to say about Mr. Fresh Asian because he is somebody that participated in almost all the World Cup qualifiers and had just a fun time doing it and really placed highly in some of them too.
Yes, he was streaming it the entire time. Got a chance to talk with Desmond last night, the actor, writer, known for the Shannara Chronicles, Magic Camp, and NCIS Los Angeles. He also breakdances under the alias B-Boy Desmond. And back in the day, he used to min-max on EverQuest. We talked about min-maxing earlier in min... Whoa. Excuse me?
Let's introduce your new champions at the end of the day. I am WWE superstar Xavier Woods.
And I am YouTube sensation Chris Danker, a.k.a. Chris Danger, a.k.a. Dank Ops.
I have a YouTube channel called Up, Up, Down, Down, and we're almost at 2 million subscribers, so I'd appreciate if everyone watching would subscribe right now. Thank you very much.
And a long time ago, I was on America's Got Talent, and I didn't win, and I'm still salty about it.
I am a 6-time and current reigning
WWE
World Tag Team Champion!
And not even 3 hours ago, I bought this title at Walmart.
Now, the teams that you're going to see here today all have one celebrity and one professional gamer.
Oh, but not us, baby boy.
See,
no.
What you're looking at is not one but 2 celebrities.
2.
And not one but 2 professional gamers.
2.
And that is the advantage that we are going to use in order to run wild through our competition.
And at the end of the day, you are looking at the 2019 Fortnite World Cup Pro Am Champions. Now hit our music. Oh, y'all ain't got music for us?
No music.
Oh, y'all got, okay. We don't need no music.
D'accord.
You know what, Xavier? Thank you so much. It seems to now be a tradition. The first Pro-Am, he walked in with CDN the third on his shoulders. The second one, he crowned himself king before the competition, and now he just hops on the line, grabs a microphone, and declares themselves the champs with belts. And also, the disparity between those belts is moderately hilarious.
It is hilarious. And for the next time, can we get them some music, please?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Definitely, we need the music, because if Xavier's going to be up there, like, you don't even see anything happening. But yeah, that was a lot going on. But enough of the interruption. We need to get into the last fifth of the players. It's Liam McIntyre and Lachlan. Lachlan, of course, being the Australian gamer known for posting Fortnite and Minecraft-related content on his self-titled channel, which has earned more than 12 million subscribers, has been around the scene from the beginning, played in the creative before this. Then Liam McIntyre, the Australian actor, best known for playing the lead in 2 of the Spartacus series. He has also appeared in Legend of Hercules, The Flash, Here's a War 4, and Pulse, amongst many other roles. And fun fact, he's never tasted Coca-Cola. Well, you're not messing a whole lot there.
Continue forward. It's Pai Tamben, Joga, and Detonator out of Brazil. Pai Tamben Joga is the Brazilian YouTuber. He told us he actually only played Battle Royale, and he won his very first match. But then, wait, what is that beard? Is it
you're looking at the beard. I'm looking at the Brazilian national team, like almost Fighter Lord Detonator, having none of it. They are. You know what? I just want to hear what Detonator has to say, because that is incredible. Everything about that is amazing, and please tell us more.
All right, Detonator, what is some trash talk you have for your opponents?
If you are my opponent, you'll be eliminated. Don't cross me. Don't do this, because you'll be eliminated by the power of the heavy metal from Death.
Ouais, t'inquiète, hein. T'en fais pas, c'est vrai que c'est long.
Looking to eliminate everyone in his path. That was the complete opposite direction I thought we were going with that. So let's get on to the next pair. Another Brazilian representative is Edukov and Flakes Power. Edukov, a 28-year-old Brazilian YouTuber, recently moved to the U.S. to improve his English and currently lives in Florida. On top of his hyper-successful daily vlog showing his day-to-day activity, he streams games like Fortnite and Minecraft. And then Flakes Power, content creator who also came from Brazil, has played in a number of big competitions, has been around, and he knows his way around the competitive community.
Moving on forward, it's Kaomura and Kalango. Kalango, the Brazilian YouTuber, so we're continuing on the Brazilians. And Fortnite player, obviously, otherwise he wouldn't be here. He's only been a pro Fortnite player for 4 months, but he says he's somebody to look out for.
Yes, and then Kyle Mara is the businessman, podcaster, and musician who's been creating content for almost 10 years, and recently just did his own talk show. Just after them, we have PC Siqueira in 7. PC Siqueira is the Brazilian YouTuber, presenter, and comic book colorist. He makes a lot of content for the TV and online, and he has a famous chihuahua, and his name is Lina. And now after that, you have 7, the Latin American YouTuber who looks pumped to be here. Unfortunately, I don't know if you're going to need that crutch, but his back hurts? Oh, okay, gosh, it's an old joke. Dr. Lupo, maybe you got that. That was a little over my head, but you can see 7 looking to rep, excited to be here. I've seen they've been putting time in the practice room, so they're taking this seriously.
Gracing us on the floor with their presence, it's Jeremy Ray Taylor and Sluggle Man. Jeremy Ray Taylor, the American actor, known for his role as Ben Hanscom in Stephen King's It, and as Sonny in the film Goosebumps 2.
I absolutely loved him and it plays a fantastic character. We'll be back as well. And then you have Logo Man, they're an English content creator who makes gaming videos and posts real-life videos such as challenges and QAs. As a kid, he hated slugs, so he made his name Slogo Man all about it. He calls his fans the Slugs, Slogo Army, and Sloganators. And he has a big interest in psychology and played rugby in college.
And the guys that Wildcat warned to stay on the edge of the map, it's JT Brown, and I'm Marksman. I'm Marksman, one of the players who has been around the competitive scene, playing a number of skirmishes, but opting to, do some stuff at the Pro-Am here.
And now this is JT Brown's third Pro-Am. The Pro NHL player is looking to make waves. He's become a big Twitch streamer and being involved in the community, and he gets a lot of the other NHL guys involved and has done a great thing with his organization as well, bringing athletes into the world of competitive gaming. They are a pair to look out for because Marksman has competed on basically every level of the game, and he knows how to pull out some tricky plays.
Speaking of tricky plays, another duo that's experienced both at the Pro-Am and the competitive scene, it's Mackenzie Board and Fear Itself.
Yes, Mackenzie Boyd is the American singer-songwriter originally from Lafayette, Louisiana. He competed in the last Creative Showdown on the Chicken Champions, had amazing plays, also known for his songs Roses and Little Half Moon, competed on American Idol. Fear Itself, the former retired professional Halo player, somebody I grew up watching and seeing like, wow, competing on that main stage, has played on teams like Final Boss. He named himself after Franklin Delano Roosevelt's speech because he thought it sounded cool. Now on to our next duo, Balla. It's Joey Fatone and Expert Thief.
Joey Fatone, a lot of people. He's the American singer, dancer, actor, and television personality, best known as the member of the classic boy band NSYNC. 2007, he came in second place on the ABC reality show Dancing with the Stars. Joey says he loves VR games and plays them with people all over the world at 3 a.m., but let me tell you here, this ain't a VR game, and it ain't 3 a.m.
No, but he has great footwork. And Expert Thief, the YouTube gamer and rapper who does gaming commentaries. His adopted name is Kevin, while his birth name is Dante, with the latter being his stage name. He's been creating content for 13 years, doing vlogs, skits, and more. And we had an opportunity to catch up with him and hear what he had to say before they took the stage.
All right, Expert Thief, do you have a message for your opponents today?
All I'm going to say is watch your back, because I'm going to be right behind you, and I know how you build, and I know how you play. I've been studying, okay? And I'm really sneaky. That's all I'm going to say. All right? This is especially to you, Tifu.
What I find funny about that is as he's calling out Tifu, I don't know if you saw it, Tifu was right over his shoulder, and he started nodding when he said, "That's for you, Tifu." It's like Tifu's like, "Yeah, come get some, let's go." But onto one of our last duo pairings, we have Edwin Hodge and HyperX. Perhaps the German YouTuber who's been around the scene for a long time, makes a ton of content. And Edward Hodge, the actor, best known as playing Dante Bishop in the Purge film series. Break the Dance was out right there. He is the only actor to appear in all of the first 3 films, and he says he is addicted to golfing.
So we'll see what they have to do, whether those golf skills translate, whether perhaps
C'est
carry through with his experience on YouTube and creating content and all sorts of creative stuff as well.
And I mean, he has been around since quite literally the very beginning. We're talking season 1, season 2, making content over in Germany. He has been all about it and pressing forward. And I mean, this group, this entire pairings, all of them are so fun to be around in their own way. And when they all will interact on the island, it's going to be ridiculous. I mean, we've seen some of the starting island shenanigans that happened before, and I'm just pumped for when we get out there and to see how some of these players interact, because you can already tell there's some bad blood out there. There's some people calling each other out. You got Marksman and Wildcat right away. Edwin Hodge calling out Tifu. Like, they're saying, no, we're coming for it. I've also seen a number of these pairs. Hey, One Shot Girl and Chandler, they were in the practice room every single opportunity they got. They were down there, they were playing duos, they're doing everything they can. Call out
tu vas laisser t'enlever jusqu'au bout ou tu vas arrêter un moment?
Je vais arrêter un moment. Je sais plus.
I mean, he's pumped to be here.
Yeah, he's pumped to be there. We also have all sorts of players who competed last month at the Summer Block Party. Aiden, his partner, a lot of other people as well. Tons of pro players, tons of celebrities.
Tu vas arrêter vers quelle heure, tu penses?
I can't wait to get in the action.
Je sais pas, je vais bientôt arrêter. Demain, tu commenceras à 18h.
En même temps, ça fait à peu près il présente tout, mais qu'il se passe encore rien, donc je peux comprendre.
Oh, AirWax. Ah, ceux qui avaient gagné le problème.
Marshmallow and Ninja, and then Airwalks and RO Crime on the other side. The winners from the summer block party.
Marshmallow avec AirWax.
They are allowed in the winner's circle. Zeke there too. See what they have for us, of course. Everybody ready to get the Pro-Am started.
They're ready to get it started, but not without these two marquee pairs. And just listen to the crowd. They're excited to be there. They're ready to play. These are people who are at the top of their game. Airwalks qualified for the World Cup. RO Crime is out there. Ninja and Marshmallow, the original pop-off pair when they're able to take the first Pro-Am. Zeke, what do you got for us over on the stage with our reigning champions?
Gentlemen, Fortnite fans around the world, we couldn't do this without our reigning Pro-Am champions. The summer block party Pro-Am champions, Airwax and Grime. Gentlemen, any words to your competition?
Good luck. Good luck.
Your 2018 Pro-Am champions, Ninja and Marshmallow, the duo is back together.
Good luck.
Come to you, Mel. I know you don't like to talk, but any words for your competitors?
You know, we just want to say good luck to you guys as well, to everyone who's participating, and you know, I hope we end up meeting in the finals, you know, in the last games.
There you have it. Gentlemen, if you'll take the stage, the Pro-Am is about to begin.
For you. They're going down. I'm coming for you. Better watch out. Me and you. Here we go. I'm ready. Here we go. I'm ready. Wabo comedy, wabo comedy, wabo comedy, wabo comedy. Watch out, watch out. 90s. Hunt them down and we'll lay them out. 90s. You can sell the floor, boys. 90s. Is intimidating. Plan is to lose. 90s. They're going down. We're winning this today. 90s. That was intense. 90s. Looking for it and got it. Get the dab, easy dab. 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 Easy dab. Get the dab, easy dab. Easy dab. Oh my God! Middle of the D.
Whoa.
He got it. Here it is. He's going to go with the X. Oh! Airwalks. That's it. He's going to land in front of him. Typical gamer. That just happened. Pushing forward. Forcing the activity. Oh! The damage over the shield. Funky is down to nothing. And ate it. Victory
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fortnite Pro-Am Part 3. I'm Golden Boy alongside with Monster D-Phase here, the Boniqua Boys, back in our hometown of New York City. And we couldn't be more excited to call the action here today because it's going to be a good one. The players loaded up on the stage. Monster, I think we're going to be in for a banger today.
Yes, we are. A banger like that track. Mike Realm just dropped some beats on us. That was so fire.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, you know,
little warm for me. Good thing I had some pancakes standing by, you know?
We got all kinds of stuff ready for you guys today, that's for sure.
I've known Xavier Woods for a very long time, and I've always asked him, where do you keep getting these pancakes from? So I finally decided to steal some for myself. They're going to go bad eventually, but might as well. Have a stack of pancakes.
Yep,
you're my friend.
And we got them here, and we're ready, so just like that.
Well, let's go through the format and see how this whole thing's going to work. Get you guys up to speed in case you're joining us for the first time. This is how it all plays out. When you hit 15th place, you get yourself 3 points. When you get to 10th place, you get 2 additional points, making it 5 points total. When you get to the top 5, you'll get